Check, check. All right. Looks like we're good to go. And let's move this over to portrait. Go. Okay. Fade, what's going on? That was quick. We have seen an incredible hook echo. I was out at Buffalo Wild Wings with my mother-in-law having a great time, and I saw it, and I was like, I need to get home. We are seeing these things crank up. Let me go over to my severe weather day 1. Here we go. I actually want to make this. I actually want to pull these colors out a little bit. So let me do this. Severe weather settings, polygon opacity. Let's bring that down. There we go. So we can see it. But wow, look at all of these tornado watches. Here we go. Okay. Still a major tornado on the ground heading up towards just south of St. Robert, heading up towards Rolla, Missouri, St. James, Missouri. You know, sometimes with these maps, I swear. St. James, Missouri. Let's dive into this one right here. Tennis ball size hail observed tornado. This thing looked like it was an EF3, EF4 earlier. I hope it wasn't, but I was watching the hook on the radar. Still a decent hook in the velocity and in the composite reflectivity. Heading up towards Rolla, St. James, Missouri. Sorry if I can't pronounce it. Serious. I'm worried about this back here near Hartsville. I think we have something trying to spin it back here. This could be another hook echo type tornado. Obviously, we got something up here towards Montgomery City. This doesn't look as significant, but could be a tornado on the ground as well. But this looks more like one of those QLCS tornadoes. These ones right here, I think this is going to be our next one. I think this should already be tornado warned right here over Hartsville. I think we might get a significant tornado on the ground down here over Hartsville, meaning EF2 plus long track. So you've got fantastic inflow down here from the southeast, from the south, and it's following the same track that this major hook echo that we just had up to the northeast was following in Missouri. So Yali, Sandy, what's going on? Guys, I really wanted to get on. I was out and I saw this incredible hook echo on this storm specifically, and I rushed home. Luckily this thing is looks like it's weakening, but oh my god, the hook echo on this thing. Let me go back 100 frames and see if I can find it. Look at what this thing did, guys. I'm not going to see it as well now because of the radar I'm using. All right, we'll just focus on this for now. Let's go to high res, single site. There we go. Do you guys see what we were watching here? This is what we were watching. Look at this hook echo. Look at this thing right there. For anyone who doesn't know what a major EF2 plus tornado looks like, there it is. See this hook? That hook, that could have been a mile-wide tornado on the ground. We're going to see later, but look at that hook. Incredibly strong tornado that was moving up towards St. Robert. It's started to mess up a little bit, but it's still heading up towards Rolla, St. James. It's starting to collapse, but I'm worried about what's going on down here in Hartsville. I think we could see another, so... All right, let's get to live here. I'm going to get to chat in a second. Give me a second, guys. There's a lot going on right now. This is when all our storms are supposed to start firing up. This is a little early for when I was expecting EF2 pluses, but we're seeing this moderate move over. Let me go over to, let's take a look at our MRMS. So we're seeing storms starting to fire down in Mississippi. Mississippi is going to have to start paying attention in Memphis as well soon. We have storms firing up out to the west of Little Rock, Arkansas, central Arkansas, up to the north of up to northern Arkansas. But the biggest concern is these storms just off to the west of St. Louis right now. Definitely around Salem, Missouri, Sherrill, St. Robert, Hartville, Missouri, Houston, Missouri. we already saw a major hook echo. There's still, I think, a strong tornado on the ground heading towards Rolla and St. James, Missouri, with tennis ball size hail. This was baseball size hail just a little bit ago. We've got another warning that's popping up right now. Okay, 75. Okay, close to 3/4 inch size hail. 70 mile per hour winds, considerable damage threat. That's going to be up there in northern, northwestern Illinois. God, I think I need to turn off these watches. Let me turn off these watches because these watches get in the way of everything. Here we go. That's what I was waiting for with this storm. I think we might get a tornado warning here in a second. Let me turn off these watches, guys. Give me a second. I do not need to see all of the watches. Tornado watch, turn off, please. Watch, turn off. Watch, turn off. There we go. Much better. We do not need to see watches. Everyone on your screen has tornado watches right now. This is getting real bad. It keeps getting worse and worse. I've been watching it. Yeah, it looks rain wrapped too. Yeah. I think this is still very strong, but it's rain wrapped. Exactly. Let me get back into here. Sorry, guys. I'll look at chat in a second. I literally just got on. I've only been streaming for 5 minutes, so give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get everything together. This is, I think, rain wrapped. I think it's still a pretty major tornado on the ground here. You can see the rotation. You can see the rotation in the high res reflectivity. Let's look at the velocity. This is still a tornado on the ground, I think, right here. Let's look at the correlation coefficient. Large hail at least could be a debris field, but large hail looks like still a possibility. Let's look at our spectrum with still something down there. Okay, what do we got? We have another severe thunderstorm warning up to the north. We've got our blizzard warnings up there. Lots of stuff going on. I think this needs to be tornado warned down here. That's what I'm concerned about. I think this needs to be tornado warned potentially. Actually, it's looking a little messy. Let's pull back into here. Right here. Still looks like a... Let's get into 7 frames so we can see it a little better. This, there's a lot of velocity and shear associated with this right here. So I don't think the radar, it just doesn't look like the radar is reading this correctly. I'm concerned about this heading up towards, what's that, Rubidoux? I don't know how to pronounce that. Rubidoux and Sherrill, Missouri. I think that's our next tornado warned storm there. Should New York City, Long Island be, you guys, you could get some severe weather, some strong thunderstorms on Sunday, but that's not too much of a concern yet. You guys are in a slight risk. I don't think they've changed that, right? They haven't changed it from a slight risk. Let's go over to day 3. Still just a slight risk out there. And our day 2, we're still looking at a high. This is extremely rare high hatch tornado risks. So, but we are looking at a moderate hatch tornado risk here, which is a 4 out of 5 threat, which is just pretty much just as significant. You can't take this lightly. So let's get back here. Let me pull back up day 1 just so you guys can see where this is going on in our tornado threat. I gotta get my phone charger. My phone died. I need to communicate with some people. Any tornadoes for Long Island? Lots of Long Island people in here. Sunday maybe. We're not that far yet. We need to focus on where these strong tornadoes are hitting right now. We do have a tornado, I think, still on the ground. Let's pull back in here. Give me a second, guys. You have tennis ball size hail falling here, and you can see the rotation on the reflectivity radar heading right towards Rolla, Missouri. If you're in Rolla, you need to get into a safe space. Underground, center of your home, bottom floor, away from windows, in a closet. St. James as well. This is heading straight towards you. This is not a joke. This was an extremely obvious hook echo, but you can see the rotation on here. This, I think, is still a strong tornado on the ground heading right towards Rolla and St. James, Missouri. Get downstairs. Get out of the way of this thing. Downstairs, interior closet. If you're in... You're out of time if you're in Rolla and St. James. This is knocking on your door. So get into, just get somewhere safe. Hopefully this thing is falling apart, but you can still see rotation even in the reflectivity. And we can definitely still see rotation in the velocity here. Here it is, right here. So, and with tennis ball size hail, that means you have strong updrafts. You're likely still holding a pretty good rotation here. You can see the green is water droplets moving towards the radar. The red is water droplets moving away. This means you have rotation in here. And when you see tennis ball size hail, that means you have updrafts and rotation. This is likely a tornado, a very significant tornado still on the ground heading into Rolla and St. James. Bottom floor, interior of your home, in a closet, away from, put a mattress over your head. Storm shelter if you can. I wouldn't get on the road to try to outrun this at this point if you're in Rolla. or St. James. I would just hunker down. You should be fine. Feds, what's going on? Guys, no severe weather. Right now, we're starting to see thunderstorms begin to crank up down here in Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. You can see down here, but right now, they're just starting to fire up. So we're going to wait a little bit. I think in the next hour or two, we could see some tornado-warned storms down here, down in the deep south, eastern, south central. But for right now, and this is what we expected, the immediate threat is central to eastern Missouri. And let's look up towards Iowa. You have some severe thunderstorm warnings, but the tornado threat right now is headed towards St. Louis. Again, Rolla, St. James, we have a significant tornado on the ground heading towards you guys right now in Missouri. And then up here, this thing is not looking as impressive to me, but I want to talk about it for a second. Let's look at our correlation coefficient. I think this thing is mostly falling apart, but you should still treat this like this is a tornado on the ground. This is probably a QLCS, weaker EF0 to EF1 tornado that is heading out east towards Bellflower, Montgomery City, Missouri. So heading east towards Troy, Winfield, Missouri. So still take the squall line serious. Even if there's not a tornado associated with the squall line, you could have 75 plus mile per hour winds associated with the squall line, kind of like a, derecho type of event. So that's what's going on. I need to get a phone charge so I can get my phone charged. I got some people I got to text. How many outbreaks could we see this year? It's a La Nina year. You typically see more than your average year. Tornado warning down. Grade it for Rolla. Okay. You can see this collapsing. We don't have that crazy hook echo we saw before. It's getting rain wrapped. It's going to start to collapse, but you can still see rotation on the reflectivity. So you need to treat this like it's a strong tornado if you're going to roll on St. James, because it might as well still be. Let's get some fresh eyes on this. I'm still watching this down here that just passed Hartville. I'm still watching this and waiting for. Let's take a look at the velocity down here. Storm relative velocity. I still think this thing's going to go tornado warned, guys. Just out to the east of Hartville. Okay, these are heading up to the northeast towards St. Louis, but they're still a while out. Someone's saying check Hamilton. I'm looking at places that have tornado warnings right now. So we've got severe thunderstorm warnings down here. This is a little concerning down here, Western Grove. It does look like there may be rotation up in the clouds there in north central Arkansas. I'm a little bit concerned about this to the southwest of Gassville and Flippin, Arkansas. This looks like it wants to produce a tornado. Both of these in Arkansas, northern central Arkansas, near Harrison out towards Gassville, Mountain Home, Arkansas. We could see something develop around Clarksville, Arkansas as well. There's actually good rotation in those storms. Somewhat. So this again, I'm staring at this saying, where's the tornado warn? This looks like it's going to become a tornado right here, out to the east of Hartsville, maybe to the northeast of Missouri. This is still looking like a good tornado signature just to the southwest of Rolla and St. James. This is quite a storm for mid-March. Can't imagine what April and May will be like. I agree, Celine. Do you think Kentucky will have a tornado today? Yes, I think Kentucky will have multiple tornadoes today, actually. Well, Springfield, can you zoom out and see more? I mean, yeah, I can zoom out and see more. Guys, there's not much going on right now. This thing is just starting to fire up. Here's your main line of storms, okay? There's nothing going on out here. See this? Empty, dead space. This is your main line, squall line, that's beginning to fire up storms. So that's why we're focused in. Right here is where everything is happening right now. Right here. That's where everything is happening. Nothing is happening anywhere else. This is the beginning of our low-level jet is beginning to crank up. This trough ejection is happening right now. Our cape is developing. So things are going to go downhill as we move forward in time, and we'll start to see potential severe thunderstorm warnings down here in the south, tornado warnings spread out. But right now, this is our focus area right now where things are starting to happen. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get my charger, but I'll take you through how this is gonna look in the night. I'll take you through where I think we could see some tornadoes, some big hail and stuff like that. This is going to be moving out to the east. I'll take you through the timeline as we go through tonight and into tomorrow morning, because all this stuff is going to be expanding out east and intensifying a little bit over the next few hours. So give me 2 seconds. I'm literally going to be right back. I got to get a phone charger, guys. Give me 2 seconds. We have 2 tornado warnings on the ground. I think we have 1 tornado on the ground. I think we're about to get another tornado warned storm. So I'll be right back. Sorry, John, I'm back. Hey, chat. I'm back. Let's talk. What do we got going on? One of these storms down here are going to produce a tornado down here to the south, north central Arkansas. I still think this one right here is our next tornado warned storm, just off to the east of Hartsville. I'm back. Let me just plug my phone in, guys. My phone died. All right. Let's do this. I'm telling you, man, this storm east of Hartsville. Chicago's looking safe right now. Chicago is... Oh, here we go. What do we got? Another severe thunderstorm warning. This is in northeastern Iowa, just to the east of Mason City. And we've got an extended severe thunderstorm warning just to the northeast of Jefferson, Missouri. 70-mile-per-hour winds with considerable damage threat lasting for the next hour and 5 minutes. Roll at St. James. Still, I think this thing is collapsing, but let's take another look at it. And we're going to go through the night progression. As long as let me just double check to make sure these tornadoes aren't whipping through anyone right now. And we're going to go over the progression through the night. I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen tonight, guys. Let me just take a look at this real quick. It's still reading tennis ball size hail. Oh, we got another one. This is going to be happening all night. Here we go. Another severe thunderstorm warning. Now we have lime size hail, 2-inch hail. Central Missouri or portions of central Missouri. Again, St. James rural area. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, guys. Sorry. Let me just take a look at this. This still looks like this is a tornado on the ground, guys, heading straight through Rolla right now. This looks like, look at these velocities clashing with each other right here. This is still likely a tornado on the ground. Let's look at our high velocity. Let's see here. Correlation coefficient. Hard to tell here. This is still likely a tornado on the ground. Strong one heading through Rolla. So we'll see if they expand this. It's starting to collapse, which is good, but I would still take that seriously. Okay, quickly. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions, so let's talk about what's going to happen moving forward here. Let's get in. Oh, we're almost at our 00Z. That's frustrating. All right, we'll use our 23Z for now. Will a tornado hit Columbia, Missouri? Okay, listen, I'm showing you where tornadoes are hitting right now. So be patient. We're covering it as we speak. I can't tell you where a tornado is going to hit. There's a reason that the NWS, the SPC, puts this whole region, says has a chance. We don't know where they're going to hit. We know where the ingredients are for strong tornadoes. You don't know where the ingredients are going to work out. Okay, anywhere, anyone in this, especially in this black circle here, which is our hatched area, has a chance for EF2 plus tornadoes. There's a reason they make it so wide. Okay, this tornado warning was just extended. That's okay. This tornado warning was just extended, like I said. So again, let me just cover this. This is extended straight through. This is probably going to cross right through St. James, Missouri. Get to the bottom floor of your house, interior, in a storm shelter. All right. Let's get on to how this is going to progress through the night, who it's going to affect. We have got nonstop severe thunderstorm warning to the north. Here we go, guys. Here's what we're looking at now, right? Here's what we're looking at now. Let's progress through the night. Watch what's going to happen down to the south. You see that? This is about 3 hours from now. Right now, we're looking at something up here. This is about 3 hours from now. You guys notice how all these storms fire up from the north to the south? This is when you get Arkansas, northern Louisiana, Mississippi. You start to look at western Tennessee, western Kentucky, Illinois. All these areas down here start to get involved just in the next couple hours. Probably couple, not even a few hours. We're going to have our LLJ, low-level jet, start to crank up. We're going to have what's called a trough ejection. You're going to have a lot of shear happening down here. We have plenty of cape, especially down here in the south, so plenty of buoyancy. And that's why they extended this moderate. We had the moderate kind of up here, and they extended it down here. I think that has a lot to do with your dew points creeping up a little farther than they thought, and your low-level jet velocity is a little higher than they thought. So now we have a moderate all the way down to south of Jackson, Mississippi, and into portions of northeastern Louisiana. So this is at around 11 p.m. tonight. And this is where St. Louis really gets involved. Little Rock is really going to get involved. Springfield, Illinois is really going to get involved. And then as you can see here, as we get into midnight, we're in Illinois. We're beginning to get into Mississippi. As we get into 1, 2, 3 a.m., we're in Kentucky. 4, 5, 6, we're approaching Louisville. We're approaching Nashville. And we're approaching, Tuscaloosa kind of really early in the morning as well. So Chicago as well. Chicago, this stuff's going to start moving in at around midnight to 1 a.m. This is when the squall line is going to come in. Likely, we do expect most of our strong tornadoes to be to the south of Chicago, but you could see some EF1, EF0s. You could see an EF2 up there. You got to pay attention. You have to have a way to get tornado warnings. But that's kind of the progression here. Here's the biggest issue. This moves out. We get another surface low developing down here, ejecting off into the northeast. This is our second round of severe weather. And as dangerous as this is going to be tonight, we've already seen a major hook echo. This is going to be tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. We have another surface low developing and ejecting off into the northeast. And this is where we have our high threat, 5 out of 5 threat. We have a high hatch. We have 45% hatch threat for severe tornadoes here. EF2 pluses, long track tornadoes from really Jackson, Mississippi, all the way out past Birmingham. And let me just pull that up for you guys real quick. Things get even more dangerous here. You can see if you're anywhere within this pink, really anywhere within this black, but especially in here, this is where we could see long track EF3, EF4. I don't even want to put EF5 out there, but significant tornadoes. This is going to be a whole nother threat as we move into tomorrow morning, Saturday. And then as we get into Saturday afternoon, and then as we get into Sunday, this threat moves off towards the coast. Right now, it just looks like a QLCS threat, meaning a squall line. Weaker tornadoes associated with the squall line, maybe some high winds and hail associated with this, but we still need to pay attention to this because this could be very damaging. I don't know if you're streaming tomorrow, but I'll be here. Yeah, so I have other obligations I need to do. I have other things I got going on at like 1:32. So I'll be streaming in the morning. Probably till about 12:01, and then I'll be streaming later in the afternoon as this is unfolding. But again, this is into Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. We're going to see severe weather moving out towards the east. We could see tornadoes, hail, wind out here. It's not expected to be as significant as it's going to be over the next 48 hours in portions of the Central Plains, Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, deep south, but it could still be very significant. So, all right, let's get back into live coverage, and I'll try to answer as many, or the live radar, and I'll answer as many questions as I can. 1 second, guys. Is Louisville okay tomorrow? Louisville, like I said, as you get into the early hours, 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m., Louisville needs to have a way to get weather alerts. You could see an EF2 plus in that area, so you really need to be paying attention. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at gifts, guys. I've just been talking. Sandy, Yali, I appreciate you guys. Spesh. Hannah, Jacob, Letty, I appreciate you. Feds, Green, what is going on? No, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Kendall, Feds again. Let them cook. Lovely, I appreciate you. Okay. I'm reading chat. The radar hole sucks. Firefighters in Rolla confirmed a tornado. Yeah, that tornado has been observed. We have another this severe thunderstorm warning has been extended through Mountain Home, Arkansas right now. Potential inch quarter-size hail with 60-mile-per-hour winds. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts through that region. Chattanooga tomorrow. Chattanooga is likely going to be in the evening time tomorrow. I'd say between 9 and 11 into the early hours of Sunday. But probably tomorrow evening, Chattanooga really needs to start paying attention. You guys are in a high risk. You could see EF2 plus tornadoes through Chattanooga. So just pay attention. Have a way to get weather alerts. You know, your high is going to be through here, but you're going to have a moderate much farther out like this. So let's see here. That one cat. Okay, I appreciate you, riders. St. Louis. Yes, St. Louis. These, again, you can see we have, I'm still, let me take another look at this. You have this squall line's headed towards you right now. 10, 11 p.m. Things are going to get a little dicey. You have a little rain out ahead here, which is good. I hope it rains a little bit out ahead of this because this can, rain-cooled air can actually temper some of your updrafts out ahead of these kind of discrete cells here. So this isn't really a well put together squall line. This is you have some more supercellular type development in here. This looks like a hook. Hold up 1 second, guys. Alex with the galaxy. Alex, you're the man. Shout out Alex. I appreciate you. Thank you, Alex. This is looking sketchy here. Let's take a look. This could end up being tornado warned. Rubidoux heading up towards Edgar Springs, Missouri. Is this the one I've been talking about? Yes, from Hartsville. This is the one I've been talking about. I don't know why there's not a warning on this. Even doesn't matter if it's on the ground. It's the potential. I still think. Look at this. Look at the velocities here. I don't know. I would take this. I would take this headed up towards Sherrill. Moving through Rubidoux, headed up towards Sherrill, Missouri. I would take that as a tornado warned storm. It's trying to get a hook developed too. I don't know. I don't know why that's not a tornado warned storm. I kind of want Matt's opinion. Someone tell Matt to call me. Someone tell Matt to call me. I don't want to disturb him in a stream. Someone tell Mesomat. I tried to call him earlier, but I know he's streaming. He's being serious about this. St. Louis, I'm trying to keep a kid-friendly stream, Kyle. I'm excited to see how this plays out. Yeah, it's exciting to see how it plays out if you're a weather enthusiast or meteorologist, but it's also makes your stomach a little nauseous because it makes you nervous. How's Pittsburgh looking for Saturday, Sunday? You could have some severe weather moving through. You definitely have severe weather potential, so we'll be watching that area. Most of the East Coast does if you're south of New England. You could get something up in New England, honestly, but less likely. Nashville tonight. Nashville's going to be more tomorrow morning around 9 a.m., give or take a few hours. These severe, look at these things are popping off. Oh, here we go. We've got more severe thunderstorm warnings all the way up here. Look at that. To the northeast of Waterloo, Iowa. And we got another severe thunderstorm warning extension. Quarter-inch hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds, considerable damage threat just to the east of Vandalia into Bowling Green, Missouri. Oh, we got more, guys. We've got more. Let's look at what's going on down here. Ooh. All right. right here, this again could be a tornado warned storm. So let's focus on this for a second. Western Grove, north central Arkansas. North central Arkansas headed up to the northeast towards Mountain Home, Arkansas. This could get a tornado warn on it very soon. Just because it doesn't have a tornado warn on it doesn't mean you don't have significant rotation. We see the NWS miss things all the time. I'm not blaming them, but there's a lot going on. But sometimes I think it's better safe than sorry with these systems. So it looks like there's some rotation on the ground there, or at least in the clouds. Doesn't have to be on the ground. Could be a little hail core in there. There probably is a hail core based on, look at these. Yeah, look at these cloud heights. Look at that. There's probably a hail core in there as well. So I'd take that as a tornado warn storm, just to the south, or heading up towards Western Grove, Yellville, Gassville, and Mountain Home, Arkansas. It's looking kind of sketchy, guys. These tornado warnings are being extended. Let's take a look at this up here really quick. I want to make sure you guys know what's going on here. This tornado looks like it's probably still on the ground. We'll see if this extends further up towards Owensville, just to the south of Owensville and Gerald, Missouri. We have another one here that's trying to get its act together. This looks like it actually is getting its act together. This is actually a separate one. Hold up. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Here we go. This is probably, this may be something on the ground right here. This is heading a little bit farther south towards Steelville, Missouri. Steelville, Missouri, I would get into the interior bottom floor of your home in a closet, or I would get into a storm shelter if you have one, because this is headed right towards you there. Both of these are looking pretty significant still. All right, let's zoom out. Severe weather warning extension, 7 mile per hour, and considerable damage threat up into Macomb. Oh, God, where even is that? Where are we? Illinois. All right, let's push out, and I'll get back to chat. We did get an extension. God, it's like I don't have 2 seconds. We got an extension on this tornado warning. This is still on the ground, moving just north of St. James. This tornado is still on the ground and could still be significant. This tornado warning is extending all the way up almost to Washington, Missouri, up towards Leslie, Gerald, Rosebud, St. Clair, Missouri. Everyone in here needs to be aware of this and be in an area so that they can protect themselves. Again, bottom floor, away from windows. Center your home, under a mattress if you can, in a storm shelter if you can. This still looks pretty significant, and this one to the south looks significant as well, heading towards Steelville, Missouri. Okay, now let me get back to chat. Sorry. I want to make sure everyone has these updates, guys. We're starting to see a lot of supercellular-like storms flare up in Mississippi, so we're going to have to be watching that. Shy, I appreciate you, Brendan. This is Radar Omega, Alexis. Radar Omega is the app I'm using. Brendan, Shy, I appreciate you guys. Lots of severe weather warnings popping up in Arkansas. We're going to see a tornado warn down there, I think, shortly. We'll have to see. Hopefully not, but I'm surprised that some of these don't already have one on it. I appreciate the follows and subs, guys. Thank you. Ooh, a little tired. I'll be okay. It's early. It's Friday, right? Radar Omega for everyone asking. Yes, Radar Omega. Correct. Radar Omega. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. Radar Omega is the app I'm using. This is a free app. You can use it free. I have the paid version. The free version gives you a lot. If I remember correctly, I got this a long time ago. They could have changed things, but I had the free version for a while, and it allowed me to do a lot of this. I remember I ended up getting the paid version because I knew I wanted to do content, and it protects you. It allows you to use this to make content, and also it allowed me to watch these. During hurricane season, you can watch the planes fly into the hurricanes, drop barometric pressure readers live, get live feedback, and it's really cool. And it's like $11 a month, $7 a month, maybe $11 a month. It's pretty cheap. So I got the paid version, but I'm pretty sure you can do most of this on the free version. Ember with the sub. Shout out Ember. I appreciate the sub, Ember. Thank you, Ember. My boyfriend got a scary notification and he's at work. Can you do Silix and Troy, Missouri? Yeah, let's look. Yes. Okay. So I would say what's good about that area is there's a lot of, well, actually, let me zoom in on here. There's a lot of congestion out ahead of this, and not much. There's a lot of clouds. You might get some cooling out ahead of this, but yes, any of these right here could produce a tornado, and you do have a tornado warned storm heading up towards Wentzville, Missouri, to the south of Troy. So I think that area right now where your boyfriend is looks fine, looks safe, but it is best to keep consistently updated there because we've seen multiple tornado warned storms in the squall line heading out towards that area. Right now, though, it doesn't look like they're in any immediate tornado threat, so that's good. Ember Shy Johnston, I appreciate you. This is Radar Omega. Yeah, this is Radar Omega. Well, which one is it? I don't know. Is there two apps? I don't know. I'll show you what my app looks like, guys. I have it on my phone and my computer. You can use this on your phone too. I use it on my phone all the time. Here we go. Oh, new tornado warning. New tornado warning. I'll show you what the app looks like, and then let's go over the tornado warning. This is what the app looks like on my phone. Radar Omega. Really quickly. That's what the app looks like right there. Radar Omega. It's fantastic. A lot of people use it. I can also watch Tornado Chasers. It's probably the best app for this stuff. So if you go, we need to talk about this tornado warning storm. We have Tornado Chasers out here that I can actually watch, but let's talk about this. Give me 1 second. So if you look at this, here's a Tornado Chaser on the ground right now. I think this is a Tornado Chaser too on the ground right now. So you can actually watch Tornado Chasers that are out in storms. All right, let's talk about the latest. I'm telling you, it does everything. They should sponsor me. Let's talk about the latest tornado warning that we have down here. Right north, right near Bull Shoals, northern central Arkansas, right to the west of Mountain Home, Gassville, Arkansas. Let's get down here and take a better look at this. Relative velocity. This is rotation, not serious rotation, but you could have an EF1, EF0, EF1 on the ground. Let's see if it's intensifying. Let's go to our correlation. I can see why they tornado warn this. I do think that there's bigger storms down here that should be tornado warned, though, like this one right here, south of Jasper, moving up towards Western Grove, Arkansas. But right now, Bull Shoals, Mountain Home, Gassville, heading up toward Arkansas, heading up towards Bakersfield, Missouri. You have a tornado warning on the ground. Get into a safe place, bottom floor of your house, interior, in a closet, in a bathtub, under a mattress. Stuff like that is what's important here. These tornadoes have the potential to be much stronger than your average tornadoes. That's why we have a moderate hatch risk, and that's why we have a high hatch risk tomorrow. And that's why they're calling this a potentially prolific tornado outbreak today. So 30, 40 year type of event. Hopefully it doesn't end up being that, but there's the potential for it. We have the instability in the atmosphere to create something like that. Hayden, I appreciate it. Let them cook. No need to be worried or scared. Just take caution. If you're in the path of one of these, you'll be fine. 99.99999% of people won't even see a tornado, even if they're in the direct path of a tornado outbreak. But it's better to be safe than sorry. This is Radar Omega. That's the app I'm using. Radar Omega. Let's get back up to our normal radar here so you can see everything that's going on. Okay. All right, 1 second, guys. I do want to say happy Friday, though. Let's keep the spirits up. Nashville, again, we're worried about as we get into the early hours, as people are waking up in Nashville, 6, 7 a.m. I know some of you are like, who wakes up at 6 or 7 a.m.? Anyone with kids. Anyone with young kids. They'll be up in time for the severe weather moving in. So if you guys want to take another look at the timeline here. Check. Sorry, I had to fix that. All right. Sorry if that was loud. Quick look at the timeline here. I'll keep answering questions. Okay, guys. Right after I show you this, I'm just going to look at chat and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can, okay? As quickly as I can. Vimo, I appreciate it. Confused Blonde. What is popping? Salty Bobs. Salty Bobs. Whoa, with the meteor shower. Salty Bobs. Oh, my gosh. Salty. You did not have to do that, man. Thank you, Salty. If you have a question, I'll answer it. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. He's right in the path of this tornado. He's going to be following it. Really quickly, and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can in chat. Let's go quickly into convective HRRR. We have another tornado warning out. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. So when's the worst severe weather approaching Nashville? Here you go. beginning potentially at around 4 a.m. and you could have multiple, but then you could have your other surface low pushing up really starting at around 4 a.m. in Nashville, and then you could be watching for severe weather all the way until about 4 p.m. because not only do you have this initial squall line to watch out for, then you have another surface low developing to the south and then cranking off into the northeast, ejecting off into the northeast, which could bring some bad severe weather behind that as well. We have 4 tornado warnings on the ground right now. Let's take a look at these. Let's get into radar, MMRS, and I believe this is our new one. This is one of the ones I said that should have been tornado warned already, but at least they did it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's hope this isn't too bad. Okay, we have some rotation here. This is in Arkansas, north centralist Arkansas, north of Russellville. I'm trying to see if there's any big cities around here. Not too many big cities around here. It's just to the northeast of Clarksville. For anyone who's in Arkansas, you might know Clarksville. Heading out towards Mountain View area. Looks like there's not a lot in here. I'm trying to find cities. Raspberry, Simpson, Freeman Springs, Victor, Tilly, Welcome Home, K, Booster. Okay, this does look like it has some potential down here. So let's take another look at the radar. You can see the rotation there. I don't think there's probably much of a correlation coefficient yet. A little bit. You could have some hail in there. But this is our latest tornado warned storm. The problem is you do probably have a lot of good dry air feeding into this thing from the southeast. So something to watch out for. Mountain Home, another tornado there, something to watch out for. We do have multiple tornado warnings up here again in Missouri, just to remind you guys. One heading up straight towards Union and Washington, Missouri. We have another tornado on the ground heading right towards New Haven, Missouri, and Marthasville, Missouri. If anyone's up in that area, I would get in a safe spot. Let's take another look here. And then our tornado warned storm from up north is gone. That's why I wasn't covering it much. It looked like it was kind of collapsing. So that's the latest there. What's going on with our chasers? Here's another chaser up here. He might actually intercept this tornado. So we'll be watching that. Okay, now I'm going to go into chat and answer as many questions as I can as fast as I can. All right. Let's zoom out here. Keep track of our watches and warnings. Guys, really quick before I start, you guys can hear when my watches and warnings go off, right? The alarm sound. Yeah, Little Rock's going to start firing off here in a second. You can? Okay, good. Asian letter. I can't pronounce that. Meaty Tuck, I appreciate that. Kelly, all right, we're going to get into answering questions. Yeah, Little Rock, over the next hour or two, we could see some things firing up there. I don't know where Bartlett, Illinois is, but again, Illinois, as we get into the very early hours of Saturday, midnight tonight into 1, 2 a.m., this stuff is going to start moving into central and southern Illinois. It's going to make its way across the state through the early hours, so something to watch out for. Again, we have a hatch risk, meaning EF2 plus long track tornadoes are possible. Strong winds, 75 to 100 miles per hour at the surface, and potentially gorilla hail for some of these areas, meaning baseball size plus. A lot of you guys won't see this. A lot of you guys will be perfectly safe, but there's going to be certain thunderstorms within certain cells within this, squall line and this popcorn and discrete cells out ahead of it that will produce these conditions. So some of you will be right in the path of this, and you'll just get a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind, and you'll be fine. But some of you have the potential to see these strong winds, strong hail, and potentially strong tornadoes, which is why they put the warning across the whole area. You don't really know exactly which individual cell is going to produce what. Westerville, Columbus, Ohio. You guys are fine until about tomorrow afternoon, late into the afternoon, evening hours. We do want to watch out around Columbus. EF2 plus, probably, I would say you could get an EF2 probably and below. I don't think you're going to get any super significant long track tornadoes, but some hail, strong winds are possible. The worst of the tornadoes are going to be through portions of the Central Plains, Tennessee Valley, and then deep south. Definitely going to see the worst tornado conditions. New NATOs in Gasconade, Kyle. Lots of Indiana people want to know about their area in chat. Yeah. So I can't. Yeah. So give me a second. Did we get another one? Okay, we've covered all those tornado warnings. We're going to go over those in a second. Let me show you guys again the timing for these tornadoes moving into Indiana, okay? Or they're not going to be for this severe weather that could produce tornadoes. So this is going to be around, not tornadoes moving in. This is going to be around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So we're talking about, let's say, between 1 and 7 in the morning. That's when this squall line is going to be heading over your area. Sure. My mother-in-law is joining us, guys. Mama K. So between about 1 a.m. through about 6 or 7 a.m., this is going to be moving through Indiana. The worst, the highest potential or the highest threat is going to be down here in southern Indiana, where you could see what we call SIG-TORs, so EF2 plus long track tornadoes. Central to northern Indiana, you could see EF1, EF0, potentially EF2, but you're going to be more worried about hail, strong winds, severe thunderstorm type events. Down here between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m., it looks like we could get something firing up. You could get a significant tornado down there. The worst of it looks to be, I would say, if you're down here really from Louisville out to Evansville and then whatever city this is here, I would say. Vinci, someone pronounce that for me. This area is going to have a decent amount of cape. You're going to have some good shear, some good helicity up here to the north, but you're not going to have the cape that you're going to need like you could get down here in southwestern Indiana. This is really, like I said, again, a 1 to 7 a.m. event for southern Indiana. So, again, just to say it again, that's why you want to have... Okay, we have tornado warnings extending. I need to talk about this, and I don't know why... I didn't get a sound for that. Oh, let me go back. It's because I got to get back to my radar. That is why, again, you need to have AccuWeather, weather app, or Radar Omega. You can get the alerts on these all for free to wake you up if there's a tornado in that area. Okay, let's take a look at this. We have another tornado warn in Missouri. We have multiple tornado warn storms in Missouri. Again, to recap, Arkansas, just to the northeast of Clarksville, tornado warn storm heading up towards Mountain View, Mountain Home heading up to the northeast towards West Palm, Mountain Home, Arkansas heading up to the northeast towards West Palms, Missouri. This is a new tornado warned storm we have right here, which is going to be heading right up towards Steelville, Missouri. We actually saw this earlier. It just got extended. And again, this is pretty far back here, but it does still look like we have good rotation here. Let's get this moving. Let's go back to 7 frames. Here we go. And let's take a look. There's our velocities. Let's look at our radar. Sometimes you can see the rotation in the radar itself. It looks like there's a little... Looks like we could have a twisty boy going through Steelville here in a second. So everyone get into your safe place. And Cuba and Leesburg and Bourbon, Missouri as well. Still some rotation up here heading towards Union and Washington, Missouri. Still looks like a weakish, but pretend it's not a weakish. It's better to be safe than sorry. But we still have some circulation heading up towards New Haven and Marthasville, Missouri as well. So treat all these seriously. I'm most concerned probably about this southern storm right here. If I'm being honest, I'm concerned about all of them, but this one heading up towards St. Clair, Sullivan, Bourbon, Cuba, Steelville. I would take shelter if you're there. Where did my sound go? Let me close this and reopen it. There we go. Let's see if we got sound.
Watch out.
Okay, these are tornado chasers. Let's take a look at what's going on with them. They're waiting. They're waiting because they know this stuff's going to really start cranking up here in a little bit. All right, guys. Sorry, I'll keep answering questions. I can't get the alarm sound on my Radar Omega. Sometimes you have to restart it, open it back up. You can go in and you can make sure sounds are on. Let me see. Control panel, radar settings. Where is it? I think, is it severe weather? I've done it before. Weather alerts. And then all weather alerts. Let me see here. Where do I get it? I've done this so many times. Severe weather settings. General thunderstorm, blah, 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 blah. Every time I do it, I forget how I do it. It's so annoying. It's actually... Sorry, guys. Sorry. Give me 1 second, guys. Display, MS settings, model settings, satellite settings. No, it's not satellite settings. Here we go. Right in here. So down in weather alerts. It is in weather alerts. This is push notifications, desktop alert sound, on, notification settings when you go into weather alerts. If you guys can see that down here, if you have Radar Omega, go into weather alerts, turn these on. Flash, sound, alarm, flash for 20 seconds I have. Polygon fill opacity, I'm actually going to turn that way up so I can see it. And I have that for everything. So, why do they have... Oh, this is because this is extended. So this just showed me this is extended, this tornado warning down here. Here we go. Let's get into here and let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at our velocity. All right. Another severe thunderstorm warning up to the west of Melbourne, Arkansas, north central Arkansas. And then we have this down here as well. Actually, I don't like when it's at that full opacity. Give me a second, guys. We'll switch it back. Polygon. There you go. All right. All right, chat. Okay, I'm answering questions. Let's get back here. We know where our tornado warnings are, and we're going to see probably a lot more of these fire up here soon. I'd say probably over the next 30, 45 minutes. St. Louis, yep, we're watching you guys. We've got a few tornado warnings right out to your west. A lot of this moisture is not actually here on the MRMS, so I don't think we're actually getting rain cooled out ahead of this like I thought we might be getting. But so St. Louis still needs to watch this over the next 2 to 3 hours. Really, I'd say over the next 2 hours, St. Louis is on watch. We got an extended tornado warning down here, and I don't know why this has stopped making sounds. Radar Omega is buggy like this, and it's really annoying. It stopped making sounds. I think sometimes when too many people are using it, this is what happens. We got an extended tornado warning down here, guys. Southern Missouri. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at our velocities. And this could be a tornado on the ground here. That's a pretty good signature right there. Heading straight towards Bakersfield, South Fork, and West Plains, Missouri. So hopefully my sound starts working again soon. I'm going to close out and reopen it one more time because it's annoying me. Well, Northeast Ohio should be pretty safe. You could get a weak EF1, EF0, some bad thunderstorms, but you guys aren't looking too bad overall. I appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subs, guys. Thank you. Elise, I appreciate you. AJ with the Into the Light. And Bear. What about Southwest? Southwest Ohio is a little bit more interesting. I think you guys have the potential to get an EF2+, so pay attention. That's going to be into Saturday afternoon and in the evening hours. Baldwin, Missouri, and St. Louis, please. Again, over the next couple hours, we have tons of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings out to the west of St. Louis. So anyone in St. Louis needs to really be paying attention right now. Just pay attention. You'll be perfectly fine. Just have a way to get weather alerts, have the news on, or be watching someone who you can trust on social media who understands what they're talking about. Sirens in Warrenton, Missouri right now just started hailing. Let's see. Warrenton, Missouri. Yeah, makes sense. I don't see hail in the area there now, but I believe you. I don't see it on the radar. Let's go into reflectivity. You are just on the northern end of this tornado warning. I think right now it looks like this is going to pass south of you, but these things do trend to the northeast or to the north sometimes. So I would get in a safe spot. I'd be careful up there. You see tornado warning, multiple cells. So these are starting to look more QLCS-like, not as discrete. This is my biggest concern here right now, but I would definitely get in a safe spot if you're down there. We're starting to see a decent look of a tornado down here, north central Arkansas, out to the west of Mountain View and to the northwest of Clinton, Arkansas. Let's take another look at this. God, this is a terrible radar. I hate when this happens. Okay, there's your signature right here. This is your signature. This is probably your tornado right there to the north of Hector. Okay, our sound's working, guys. All right, extended severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, 70-mile-per-hour winds, considerable damage possible, around inch hail. Okay. All right. Nebraska, you guys are out of this right now. You guys have some back end stuff here. This is likely not to be severe. Likely not to be severe, Nebraska. They give me anxiety. I'm in North Carolina. Memphis, Tennessee. Again, Memphis, Tennessee. So, oh, oops, I was in Kentucky. I was like, where's my Memphis, Tennessee? Memphis, Tennessee. Again, we're probably thinking midnight into 1 a.m. These storms start moving into your area. You can see all the tornado warnings that are happening out here, and we got another severe thunderstorm warning here that might turn into a tornado warning. These, and you're going to see thunderstorms firing up here as well. You guys can see this big squall line here. Soon we're going to see a big squall line down here to the south. So I think we're going to see more discrete cells to the south, which is what's concerning. These guys are looking at a tornado right now. Let's take a look. Okay. St. Louis. Yep. St. Louis in the next couple hours. Keep up to date with weather alerts. Watch the news. Watch a stream that's covering this. It's pronounced Vincennes, Indiana. Sorry. Yeah, I mispronounced a lot of things. Ozark tornado warning in Missouri. Yeah, we're talking about this one down here. I mean, isn't the Ozarks like right here? Someone correct me. Isn't the Ozarks like down here? Am I crazy? I thought the Ozarks were right here in like northern Arkansas into southern Missouri. Right? Yeah, okay. I thought so. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, let me get into answering more of your questions. Give me a second. Lots of tornado warned storms again. Just to remind people, and I'll get back to chat. One heading up towards Wentzville, Missouri, through New Haven, Missouri. One heading up towards Union and Washington, Missouri. Another tornado warned storm heading through Steelville, up towards. I mean, these are all heading up towards the St. Louis area. So if you're in St. Louis, you need to be paying attention to what's going on here. There's a reason we have 3 storm chasers in your area right now, waiting to see tornadoes. Mountain Home up towards West Plains, Arkansas. We got another tornado warned storm, and then northeast of Clarksville moving up towards Mountain View, Arkansas. Now, I want you guys to look at this. This is a concentration of storm chasers, tornado chasers right here. That should tell you something. That's all I'm going to say. Concentration of tornado chasers there. So we've got some more out here. So we're going to see storms firing up down here soon. I promise you. Not that I want to, but we're going to see it. Polar Bluff, Missouri, please. Popular? Did you say? Oh, Poplar. The AccuWeather app is free, guys, and it's a good one to use. Oh, I thought you said it's free, guys. Yeah, it's free. Yes, I agree. The AccuWeather app is good. The AccuWeather app is good, and it'll give you free alerts. It is good. Oh, that's Poplarville, Mississippi. Poplarville. Oh, Poplar Bluff. Is that what it was? Is that what it was? Yeah. About 2 to 3 hours. You're going to be probably seeing some tornado warnings to the north and south of you. Hopefully not in that area, but we're going to see a lot of tornadoes up and down the squall line. Michigan's looking fine. You could get a little hail and strong winds up there, but tornadoes not looking too likely, although it's not impossible. Any tornado predictions looking at the radar? Let's take a look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings really quick and see if we can spot one that might end up going tornado warned really quickly. This is a terrible radar, so I can't tell down here. This is frustrating. That one down there to the north of Russellville, Arkansas, looks like it's in a really good spot to form. We've got these tornado warnings expanding. Let's take a look at this. This is an interesting look right here. Don't you think? Right here north of Pleasant Hill, heading up towards Jacksonville, Illinois. It's in Illinois right now. Interesting. They don't have any sort of I mean, we have a severe thunderstorm warning on this. Let's take a look at the velocity here. Nothing crazy. A little bit of hail core. Nothing's popping out at the map. Popping out on the map right now. I think the tornado warns are where they should be. I want to get Matt on the phone. I like talking to Matt when I watch this stuff. Get his opinion. No problem, real. Yeah, Indiana. This is going to be again like a 1 to 7 a.m. event. It looks like. I'm more concerned with southern Indiana, down here, central to southern Indiana, really southern Indiana, really Evansville, up to Louisville, out to. Someone corrected me on this. Vincennes. So that area. Atlanta, yeah, Atlanta could be spicy tomorrow night. It could be. You could get some strong tornadoes down there tomorrow night. We have a high risk down there. Julie, what's going on? AJ, I appreciate you. Lake, what is poppin'? Elise, Amber. Again, guys, if we're taking a look at tomorrow, I'll show you what's going on tomorrow. So let's go into severe tornado day 2, and we're focusing on tonight, but just to show you. This is the danger zone for tomorrow. Why is this polygon filling so weird? What is going on? What is going on with... Did they upgrade this tomorrow? Hold up, give me a second, guys. Well, it can't be more upgraded. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Tornado. 30% hatch. Anyways, this is tomorrow. If you're anywhere in that black area, you have the chance for EF2 plus long track tornadoes. And this pink area, we could see that EF4, EF5, right? Hopefully not. But that's really highlighting. I mean, Jackson, Mississippi, out towards Birmingham, Alabama, and everything to the south and north. You can see it here. This is Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama. Anyone in here could see EF2 plus long track tornadoes. So this extends up here, obviously to the north, but this is what we're worried about right now. This is what we're going through now. But this event does not end tonight. It goes through the night, into tomorrow afternoon, into tomorrow night. We're going to see another, like I said, we're going to see another surface low developing down here right off the Gulf and then ejecting off to the northeast with tons of instability. Yep, the app is called Radar Omega. So let's get back up into this, and I'll shut these colors down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. How many tornadoes have been confirmed so far? I don't know the total that have been confirmed. We have tornado warning wise right now. I mean, we can look on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tornado warnings on the ground right now. We had a major hook echo earlier. That was probably could have been an EF3. It could have been an EF4, but I don't know. I would guess an EF3. And that was crazy, and that's why I rushed home to get on here when I saw that, because now you know the potential. If you guys want to, this is the hook echo that we've already had. Okay, that right there, that's like, if anyone who's seen, more tornado, Joplin, these are those crazy hook echoes when you get these EF3, EF4, super severe. This is what we worry about, and this is what we know is possible today and tomorrow. This was an hour ago, not even 30, 45 minutes ago. So, I don't know. And I expect we'll see some more of those tonight. We just got an extended tornado warning that is literally headed straight towards St. Charles, Missouri, so just to the northwest of St. Louis. Let's get into here. Let's take a look. This looks like the tornado right here. This looks like a good tight circulation. Not a wide, not a major, not a huge tornado, but probably a strong one. here it is. Sometimes you can see the rotation on the reflectivity, and you can see the rotation. Look at it right here. You can see this thing spinning. About to go through Union, Missouri, and it's heading up towards St. Charles. Get in a safe spot, bottom floor, center of your home, in a closet, in a bathtub, under a mattress, in a storm shelter. There is good rotation. You can easily see the rotation on the reflectivity here, and that's concerning when you can easily see it on the reflectivity. You don't even really have to use a velocity radar to see it. So let's take another look at this. Okay, we have tennis ball size hail down here. Observed tornado on the ground heading towards West Plains, Missouri. This is an observed tornado with tennis ball size hail. This could easily be an EF2 plus tornado. So again, take this seriously as well. Let's take a look at our velocity. Oh yeah, that's strong. This could be an EF2 plus tornado heading straight towards Bakersfield, South Fork, and West Plains. Bakersfield, South Fork, and West Plains, Missouri. What's this little city called? Gamaliel, Arkansas. This is very dangerous, guys. We have probably 2 EF2 plus tornadoes on the ground right now. So that's that one down there heading towards West Plains, Missouri. This one is also very concerning up here, although this one is not projected to be. This is another observed tornado right here on the ground. Let's take a look. There's our high velocities back here. Again, this one right here heading into Union could be a very strong one as well, and up towards St. Peter's, St. Charles, Missouri. Is anyone in chat up in Union, St. Charles area? Some of these are going to be long track. Anyone here? Washington, Missouri, Union, O'Fallon, Chesterfield, St. Charles. Anyone in chat? Okay. Yes. Okay. Again, you can stay on stream. You can watch and everything. I would just make sure, again, you're on the bottom floor, interior home. This is looking like it will probably fall apart before it makes it up towards O'Fallon, Chesterfield, and St. Charles. It's looking like, if I had to guess, it would fall apart, but it might not. It might not. And you have to prepare for the worst, hope for the best type of situation. So this looks like it's probably going to fall apart before it gets up here. It's getting a lot of congestion down to the south side of it, so this inflow is getting a little bit interrupted. But I would say Union, this is going to be a tornado going over you guys there. So hopefully the circulation is just in the clouds at this point, but you can see this circulation in the reflectivity. Best, I would be in a safe spot if I was up here, if I was in the way of that tornado. Down here, let's take a look at this. This is looking like it actually wants to hook a little bit. Let's take a look at this one. Tennis ball size hail still down here to the south. Sorry, guys. I want to take a look at each one of these tornadoes individually just in case. This may be, that's a pretty tight signature there, and it has great inflow here. Just to the west of Salem, Missouri, heading up towards Steelville. Again, this looks like it could be a serious tornado threat right here as well. We could have multiple strong tornadoes on the ground. Based on the look at these, of all these, they all have some good potential, unfortunately. So take all these very seriously. It's not worth it. Take them seriously and get into a safe spot. And then down here we have what looks to be, let's see. This is a tornado. This is a tornado on the ground. Look at that. These are high velocities rubbing right up against each other. And let's see if we can see the rotation on the radar. It almost looks like it wants to get a hook. I think that's just a weird thing the radar's doing. I don't think that's an actual hook echo, but there's potential there. Let me go into the correlation coefficient. Let's take a look at the high res spectrum width. Here we go. This is turbulence in the air right here. This can represent abnormally strong updrafts and wind shear. So again, heading out towards Leslie and Marshall, Arkansas, I think we have another significant tornado on the ground potentially. So take that seriously as well. We've got a lot going on, guys. My brain's starting to hurt. So let me get back to answering questions in chat. Sirens going off. Okay, sirens going off where? Sirens going off in Oakville, Missouri. Let me see where Oakville is. That's Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Canada. Oakville, Missouri. Here we go. Let's see where you are. Yeah, I don't see anything immediate threat for Oakville, Missouri, but you've got a lot going on out to your west. So I'm hoping they're just trying to prepare you. This guy right here might intercept a tornado. So we're going to watch him. He might intercept this tornado. It's very dangerous being to the northwest of a tornado. You want to be chasing a tornado to the south and to the east. So he's not in a great spot, but obviously he probably knows what he's doing. Another tornado warned storm. Here we go again. Observed tornado. Guys, we have another observed tornado. A lot of these are happening in Missouri. These are going to start spreading to the south. We're going to see. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Look at these cells starting to fire up down here in Mississippi, in eastern Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana. These are going to start to fire up quickly. I'm telling you. Here we go. Watch these. Watch these. You're going to see big squall lines, or a big squall line discrete cell type setup soon. He's chasing this tornado. We did get another tornado warned storm. Where did all of my tornado warnings go, guys? Is it going to make me restart Radar Omega again? There we go. Another another tornado warned storm up here. Macomb. And I'll start answering questions about a little bit farther out here for you guys. Let me get this really quickly. Oh my gosh, come on. Here we go. Our velocity radar is not working up there. Okay. Can't look at it. Radar Omega is, I don't know if Radar Omega is down. Something's going on with Radar Omega, guys. It's not loading. I'll just tell you what we have right now. New Haven, new tornado warning heading up towards Wentzville, Missouri. Another tornado warning heading up towards Macomb and Bushnell, Illinois. Radar Omega is something's happening to it. Let me try again. Because I still have internet, right, guys? Oh, everything's, you guys can't even see what's going on my screen. Yeah, because I keep closing this out. Sorry, guys. Radar Omega is down. I can look at something else if it's not working. We can do this a different way. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. Let's take a look at this up here. Okay. Bushnell, Macomb, Central Western Illinois. Doesn't look too dangerous, but it does look like there could be a tornado on the ground. We have a storm chaser here chasing this tornado.
South Fork, West.
It's about to go through West Plains. This one, tennis ball size hail. This is an observed tornado on the ground. This is a dangerous situation. Bakersfield heading up towards South Fork and, again, West Plains, Missouri. So, again, let's take a look at that velocity. This could be a very strong tornado. This could be EF2 plus tornado. So, pay attention to that. Look at this. Look at these signatures right here and right here, too. This could end up getting tornado warned. This could end up getting tornado warned. Let's go down here to this radar. Again, there it is. There's your rotation there heading up towards Leslie, Arkansas. Likely a tornado on the ground there as well. And, again, because this is headed towards a lot of people, this is an observed tornado now. This is an observed tornado heading over Union, Missouri. So now it's saying there's multiple satellites or multiple radars down. So some of this info is going to be over 30 minutes behind. So we have wind knocking out radars at this point. So let me just check here and see if you can see this.
This is an emergency situation at this point, guys.
CC, it looks like an intense tornado.
All right. Guys, this squall line heading towards St. Louis is not good. That's why we were talking about it earlier. It's not great. We've got 4 tornado warnings, tornado warned storms. 5 tornado warned storms. Festus, Missouri, where is that? Jacksonville, Illinois. We were just talking about Jacksonville, Illinois. Isn't there something? This storm right here is worrying me, actually, right up here, Pittsville. Ping pong size hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds, damage threat considerable. You can see it has a good hail core here as well. This could end up being tornado warned up here to the north. Let's take a look at our velocities. You could get a tornado warn up there. Where's Jacksonville, Illinois? Someone asked about that. I must be spelling it wrong. I found every other Jacksonville except for Jacksonville, Illinois. Oh, there it is. I found it. Yeah, there's severe. Yeah, I mean, you have squall lines heading towards you with 70-mile-per-hour winds, ping pong size hail, considerable damage threat. So, no tornado warning out to your west. That is very good. So hopefully this is just a lot of wind, light hail, and lightning. There is a decent looking hail core there just out to your west that's about to move through Bluffs, Giggsville, Pittsville, Illinois. So I'd be paying attention, Jacksonville, Illinois, if I were you, just because you could get a tornado warning storm out of that. But right now you're looking like you're not in the path of a tornado. So that's good. CC's signature on St. Clair NATO. Give me a second. St. Clair. Here's all our tornado warnings, okay? So you've got an observed tornado, tennis ball size hail, considerable damage threat, Howell, Missouri, Ozark, Oregon, Missouri. Observed tornado, Franklin, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, St. Charles, Warren. This is observed quarter-inch hail. Radar indicated tornado, McDonough, Illinois, Warren, Illinois. Radar indicated tennis ball size hail, Dent, Missouri. Observed tornado, tennis ball size hail, considerable damage threat, Ozark, Missouri, Howell, Missouri. Okay. Radar indicated, again, Warren. Okay. Radar indicated golf ball size hail, Van Buren, Arkansas, Searcy, Arkansas. So anyone in these areas. A lot of those are observed. So that means people are actually witnessing them and reporting. This guy's about to be in a freaking tornado. This is a risky path that he's taking. Oh my gosh. What he's gonna see this thing, guys. This is observed considerable tennis ball size hail. 1 second. I'm gonna get back to chat. I'm gonna again in 5 minutes answer everyone's questions, okay? I promise you. But this guy's about to drive into the path of a tornado, and I want to see if he can get it in his view. I can't show this for too long, or else they're gonna take my stream down. So, there's, all right. Okay, oops, it almost disconnected me. This guy's about to drive. Okay, West Plains, Missouri. This guy's about to drive into a tornado that's on the ground there. Guys, we have a observed tornado heading towards St. Louis, Missouri, St. Charles. It looks like it's going to be to the northwest towards St. Louis Airport, St. Charles area. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if this guy gets a view of this thing. Oh, this is ballsy from this guy. This is it. You can see it right here. I think this is it, guys, right here. This thing almost wants to be a hook echo. This is going through South Fork, Missouri right now. Let's take a look at the velocities down here. This is running behind. I think a radar's out. This is running behind. This is up here. There's definitely a radar out. Let's see if we can get it on a different... It's up here. Here it is. This is a debris field. With some hail, likely.
In this area, especially those that live south here, even if they live downstream.
All right, 1 second, guys. Radar Omega. Radar Omega is what I'm using. We'll go back to him in a second. I want to make sure everyone knows what's going on, and I want to answer chat. He's probably about to see that thing, though. These cells are firing up in the south. Here's a bunch of storm chasers down here. Should we take a look at what Reed Timmer's doing, too? Let me see what Reed's...
It's got a clean inflow.
South Fork.
That just can continually flow into this thing.
Okay, so guys, what they're talking about right now is South Fork. Again, I just want to stress South Fork. This thing could be very significant. One more time. I'm sorry, but one more time. South Fork. This thing is very significant. This is actually probably a hook trying to develop down here. And this is the thing that this guy is chasing into.
fucked up vehicle. I told him he's got a tornado coming. He says he's gonna do something, I guess. I wanted to make sure he knew.
This thing, oh my gosh. It knocked down radars. This thing is, the velocity is not moving on here, so that's an issue. It's much farther up here. I'm worried that he doesn't know where this is either.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
We're going to keep checking in on that because I think he's about to see a very strong tornado on the ground, and I think that thing's going to be long track. Okay, sorry. This is in southern Missouri right now. South Fork, Missouri, heading directly towards West Plains. I hope no one in my chat is in West Plains, Missouri. If you are getting to a safe place, bottom floor of your house, interior into a basement, if you have one, this is probably a very EF2 plus tornado about to head. It's heading through South Fork right now, and then it's going to go through West Plains. All right. Bakersfield, Arkansas, fade. Sorry, I didn't. I mean, ooh, they extended this one too. In Arkansas. Springfield, Illinois. Again, Illinois is going to be a 1 to 7 a.m. event. Central to Southern. I'm especially worried about Southern Illinois, really Louisville over to, what is it, Vincennes, whatever we were talking about. We'll go over that again in a second. Let's take a quick look. We still look like we have a decent tornado on the ground here heading northeast towards Leslie, Mount Olive, Mountain View, and Melbourne, Arkansas. Okay. Let's see here. Let me actually change this. We'll go back to live chat. There we go. That was on YouTube. I got to get home to my dog. Lila, why would you leave your dog at home? Rhonda, what's going on? I appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subs, guys. Thank you. Seriously, I appreciate it. Back, I appreciate it. What is this? What's going on here? Kenley, I appreciate the rose. Brandy, I appreciate the rose. Jacob. Tina, Alicia. Oh, let me pull this down so I can see this. Tina, Jacob. Sorry, I missed a bunch, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I was focusing on this stuff. Fisher, Indiana. Okay, here. Let's start. I'll just start answering your guys' questions since we have a little bit of a break here. Let me see if he sees this tornado yet, though. This thing's got to be right in front of him. All right. Fisher, Indiana. Where is that? Let's see. Fisher, Indiana. Fisher's, Indiana. That's funny because that's my son's name. All right. You guys should be fine. Southern Indiana, I'm more concerned about. Central, you could get an EF2, but probably EF0, EF1 if you do even get a tornado. Hail, strong winds, likely. I think most of the Cape, which is going to be your buoyancy, which is going to tilt up a lot of this, helicity shear down at the surface, is going to be to your south. Timing wise, again, I would say really between 1 to 7 a.m. Probably for you, it's going to be more like a 3 to 5 a.m. type of event. You could see some. The possibility of SIG tours isn't impossible in your area, meaning significant tornado EF2 plus, but it's much less likely than in southern Kentucky, Louisville, especially Louisville, out towards Evansville, up towards Vincennes. This area right down here in southern Indiana, and then in Louisville, Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky, and western Kentucky in general, Bowling Green, you guys are in SIG tour potential. So I know it says it cuts it off here, but it's not accounting for the overnight exchange of risks from Friday into Saturday. That's going to kind of flow like this. So I don't like how they do that. Does he see this thing yet, guys?
It's not showing up on my map. It's just a little bit southeast of West Plains. On the 6th.
They're saying it's just to the southeast of West Plains. One more time, let me take a look at this. Orange Beach, Alabama. Sure, let's take a look down there. You guys want to look at some of these updated? Oh my God, here it is. Radar's updated. There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. Just to the south of South Fork. This is the tornado right here. Look at all that hail. Let me take a look at the wide spectrum with. Okay, look at this. Tons of turbulence in the air. So he's getting close. He's riding this road down here. Look at that. This is so dangerous. This is such a dangerous way to be chasing a tornado from the northeast. This thing is moving like this. and he's chasing it like this, you typically want to chase tornadoes from the south and southeast.
Also keep in mind there might be another circulation developing to the east of the current circulation.
Thing's going to go right in front of him. Anyways, yeah, so Alabama. Here, let's quickly go into... by the way, happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone's safe. Again, we're just covering everything that's going on tonight, and I'll be covering a lot tomorrow. I'll be offline 1 to 4 p.m. tomorrow because I have some other obligations, but I'll be covering this stuff in the morning. And I'll be posting more updates tomorrow. Really quickly, let's go into how this thing is going to look moving forward. Let's go to our HRRR 00Z, and here we go. So as we get into, this is going to be pushing into 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You see how that moves? So into midnight, and then all the way through until about 7 a.m. This is what's going on. So this is moving out east in that time frame. This is your first round of severe weather. Now, areas down here are going to get a double dose of severe weather, and tomorrow's is going to be even worse than what we're experiencing today, and we've seen a lot of tornadoes today already, and we're going to see more. Here we go. Tomorrow, another our low-level jet starts to really crank in. Another trough ejection. It's going to be punching through down here, and we're going to have a surface low developing with a ton of discrete and popcorn type cells down here that are going to have the potential to develop some mesocyclones and some very strong EF2 plus long track tornadoes. Potentially, stuff that we haven't seen in decades. You have record-breaking potential down here tomorrow. That's why you have a high risk. So you're going to get that first squall line moving through, and then you're going to get this punching through Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, all the way through Saturday evening. This is going to be, you can see this is around midnight tomorrow, pushing into Atlanta. Could get there earlier around 10 p.m. Alabama, it's really pushing in around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m. Mississippi, it's really cranking up 10, 11, 12. You can see Tennessee, Western Tennessee. You have your first round starting tonight, 5, 6, 7. Your second round starting tomorrow afternoon, all the way through the evening time as we push out east. I mean, there's just so much going on here, guys. There's so much going on here. It's impossible to cover everything, but I'm trying my best. Is this a new tornado warned storm? Do we have a new tornado warned storm here? Let's look. What we have going on right now is St. Charles, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, Franklin, Missouri, Warren, Missouri, considerable damage threat, quarter-size hail and observed tornadoes on the ground. Howell, Missouri, Oregon, Missouri, observed tornado, tennis ball size hail, considerable damage threat. We have radar indicated tornadoes around Stone, Arkansas, Izard, Arkansas, Baxter, Arkansas, Van Buren, Arkansas, Searcy, Arkansas, another radar indicated tornado, Lincoln, Missouri, Calhoun, Illinois, St. Charles, Missouri, Jersey, Illinois. We also have radar indicated tornado, McDonough, Illinois, Warren, Illinois. So, and I think we covered this. Okay. I'm near Carroll Stream, Illinois. Are we going to get hit? Well, the odds, just to temper everyone's fear, the odds of getting hit by a tornado are extremely low. Even if you have you could be in the dead center of a tornado warning, but the tornado is only going to move on a small track like this. So everyone here and everyone here will be okay. So the odds are very small. So don't freak out. Even during tornado outbreaks, most people will never see a tornado, even if you're right in the dead center of the tornado outbreak. So I wouldn't be too worried. Carroll Stream, Illinois, you guys could get a small tornado. The EF2 plus tornado is possible up near Chicago. It's not very likely, though. If you get a tornado up there, it's probably going to be EF0, EF1. Strong winds and hail are possible up there. I would definitely pay attention throughout the night. You can already see we have a tornado warning up here in central to northern Illinois. So getting pretty far to the north in Illinois. You could see some up here. Likely to be weaker, but pay attention throughout the night. The biggest damage threat is likely to be to the south, though. Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, I think I'm most worried about, I'm most worried about this region down here in southern, down here, and I'm not as worried about up here. But again, you could get some strong winds, hail, and tornadoes up to the north. They're just less likely, and if you do get something, it's likely not going to be as strong. You're not going to have the same amount of shear and cape production up there. Back, Retta, Ashton, Ashley, Confused Blonde. What's going on, Nathan? KK Davey, I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Pull something up real quick here. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Upstate South Carolina, again, as we push into Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon, you could see some QLCS tornadoes through this region, meaning quasi-linear convective system is a squall line, and you could have tornadoes associated with the squall line. They're usually EF2 or below, meaning they're usually EF1 or EF0 or EF1. You can get strong hail, some winds with these systems, but you're likely not going to have these super scary, damaging tornadoes. Something to watch out for that we could end up going enhanced out here in this region if we didn't already. So, again, the more major threat is this region. I would say this region, but we'll be watching out there as we get into Saturday night and Sunday. Oh, is this guy? Wait.
You just got to start the camera and then do the slash command. Be mindful.
His is starting to break up. He should be on top of the tornado, guys. Let's take a look. He should be on top of this tornado. Let's take a look. We have another tornado warning down here to the south. Another tornado warning storm. There it is. There's the rotation. Just to the west of Viola and Salem, Arkansas. This guy is like on top of this tornado up here. Although I think it's falling apart, which is I think is good for him. I mean, he wanted to see it, but Radar Omega is taking a second to load. I need to get up and stretch in a second. Here we go. Ooh, what is he going through? This thing is right next to him. This looks like the tornado. He's right here. I think he's trying to get to the south of it. I think he's trying to outrun it to the south. One second. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, my God. It's right next to him. My Radar Omega's tripping. Give me a second, guys. Kimber, what's going on? Pam. Okay, Davey, thank God it's Friday. Charles, what's up? What's up? How's Pittsburgh looking for tomorrow? Pittsburgh could see a little bit of severe weather. I don't expect any super major damaging tornadoes up in the Pittsburgh area, but you could see some windy and hail conditions potentially. Not impossible to get a weak tornado up there, though, with the conditions we have. Hunter. Confused bomb with another TGIF. Sorry, guys. Radar Omega is just not wanting to load a lot of things right now. I don't know what's going on. I think it's being overused.
Given the amount of time.
Here we go. Let's see if he sees it. Let's see if we see the tornado.
Bobby, who the fuck is calling me?
Oh, he's cursing. He's cursing.
Brandon, go ahead.
Tornado just to the south that I was pointing at. You just passed me a second ago.
Is that you? Oh, gee, I'm gonna.
All right, they just one of them saw it, guys. Give me a second. I want to see this tornado. Give me a second.
You need to go either west or east.
Okay, so he's like right on top of this thing. Give me a second, guys. Let's see if we can see it. Give me a second. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows and subs. I got 637 followers in the stream, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you, chat. Chat, I appreciate it. One day I'll be doing this full time, and any follow, any sub helps me get a little bit closer to that dream. So I'm using Radar Omega on my phone, and it's struggling pretty bad. This is a once when you saw the NWS put out that this could be a prolific event, meaning a once in every 30, 40, 50 year event. I think Radar Omega is being drowned, and especially because people like me who really love Radar Omega are promoting it. Maybe I should stop promoting it because their servers can't handle this. Here we go. Here we go. I think he might see it, guys. Come on. I want to show you guys this tornado. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep talking to you guys. Okay. You know what? This is important right now. I'll talk to you about this. We do still have an observed tornado ping pong size hail, considerable damage threat heading right towards St. Peter's, St. Charles, O'Fallon, Chesterfield, Willwood, Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. Observed. I can actually see it right here. It looks like that's the circulation. Let me go to the velocity really quickly. And the radar, it's struggling. I think there's a lot of people using the app. Let's go down here. Same thing. We have something moving out towards Potosi. This is radar indicated golf ball size hail. The bigger the hail, the more likelihood there's the actual tornado on the ground. Because that means you have stronger updrafts. This tornado warning has been extended out towards Havana and Canton, Illinois. Let's go and take a look at our radar. This is more of a QLCS tornado. Probably nothing not probably not an EF2 plus, but you still need to take this seriously. Lewistown, Canton, London Mills, Astoria, Havana. I would get in your safe spot, bottom floor of your house, interior in a closet, away from windows. This looks like we could have circulation right here to the south and west of Bourbon and Sullivan, Missouri as well. We have a tornado warning now aiming directly at St. Louis, which is a little bit concerning. Very, very strong quarter-size hail. Radar indicated very, very strong hail core here. I'm hoping this inflow doesn't kick in because this is headed kind of directly towards St. Louis. So let's hope that doesn't develop anymore, which we'll have to see this. Let's see if he has this thing. He's breaking up so much. He's breaking up so much. Oh, God. He's in bad weather, guys. He's in bad weather. I can't even see it. How do you learn this stuff? Just being obsessed with it. Having a passion for it and just, you go to school for it. But you can find everything online as well. Study. I mean, there's college lectures. There's college meteorology lectures all over the internet. You can watch entire, 4 years of meteorology lectures online. You don't even have to go to school and get a degree for it then, right? I went to school for 3 years for meteorology. I went to Florida State University. But that's where I was pursuing my meteorology degree. All right. Oh, God. He just doesn't have connection. The weather's too bad. Oh, man, this guy probably saw a tornado pass right in front of him. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, my God. I wanted to see that. Okay. Hopefully he starts checking on people to make sure they're okay. I'm sure there's... Ooh, what is this? I need to call Matt. Hold up. Sorry, guys. I'll start answering your questions, okay? How is Louisiana? Louisiana's going to start cranking up here in a little bit. We're seeing some discrete cells starting to form down there. Matt doesn't want to answer me when he's... Someone tell Mezzo Matt to call me.
Your call has
He's too serious. He can't even take a call while he's been streaming all day. He's calling. Hey, Matt, I'm guessing...
Are you still seeing this thing on the ground in Chesterfield?
Wait. I'm looking at really quickly. Look at Mountain View, Melbourne, Arkansas down there. Is that... Take a look at that really quick on the high-res reflectivity.
Oh, yikes.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
You're having issues with Radar Omega, right?
Yeah, it's crashed like 4 times on me. There's so many people that are on it.
I think the reflectivity is correct there. Does that not look like a... I mean, I can't...
No, it's there.
That looks very dangerous. I can't see the I can't see the velocity radar because it's lagging, but the reflectivity looks like this thing is a hook echo headed towards Mount Olive, Melbourne.
The inflow on the velocity looks like it's pushing in 120 plus.
Yeah. So where were you saying? Chesterfield?
Chesterfield, outside of St. Louis Metro is PDS, and the Bakersfield one is still PDS.
Let me take a look at it.
The debris signature in Wildwood underneath the radar site outside of St. Louis for me and tell me if you still see that debris signature, because it looks like it's there.
Out.
To make sure I'm not crazy and think it's hail.
Hold up. Outside of Wildwood?
Yeah.
All right, let me check here. Wildwood. Let's go here. Man, that's tough. That's tough.
Back and it still looks like it is, because it's still PDS.
To me, man, looking at the storm relative velocity too, to me, that's still a tornado on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks like it is too.
I agree. And this squall line has consistently, this pack of storms here has consistently put tornadoes on the ground. I would assume that's a tornado on the ground. You can also see the rotation really well in the reflectivity.
Really, really good on the reflectivity.
Exactly, and you typically, obviously, you don't want to stare, you don't want to look at that. You want to look at velocity. But with the way Radar Omega is going, I mean, there's a lot of spin on the reflectivity. There's been for probably an hour and a half on that same storm, a lot of spin on the reflectivity with that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will say this: the HERM model did spot on today.
Yeah, there's a lot of clean air out ahead of that too. I'm worried about Missouri.
Yeah, me too.
This thing is going to keep producing stuff to the south. Again, though, that's a concerning looking view down near Mountain View, so we'll have to watch that. We'll see if this updates.
I'm watching those storms because we're under that PDS watch here too until 3 a.m.
Okay, let me know if I'm bugging you when I try to call you. I'll try not to, but I'm just
You're good, guys. Chat, say hi to Connor. He's also
yeah,
live. If you guys
yeah,
don't
guys.
follow Connor's Climate Corner, he
Mezzo-
is live as well.
Mesomac, guys. If you don't follow Mesomac, and this is actually important, he is going to be live streaming most of tonight and tomorrow. I won't be able to live stream all of tomorrow. He will be live streaming MESO, MATT, MESO, MATT. So he'll keep you guys updated.
Have Connor's Climate Corner as well here. Make sure you guys go follow him. He's live as well.
All right, Matt. I will call you in a little bit. I'm only gonna really bug you if I see something significant. So
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Absolutely.
talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
Sounds good, bud.
All right, guys. Is Indiana and Alabama good? Well, those are two different states. Indiana is going to see some severe weather, probably pushing into 1, 2 a.m. Into western Indiana. And then you're going to see Alabama tomorrow is going to see tomorrow afternoon. Things are going to really start cranking up. Tomorrow morning into the afternoon, Alabama, things are going to really start cranking up there. So the biggest, guys, this is a very dangerous threat. I mean, St. Louis NWS meteorologists call this a prolific event for Missouri. And they're right. We're seeing tons of severe tornadoes. But tomorrow's supposed to be even more intense. We have just an incredible, not in a great way, but incredible setup. Jacqueline, Jacob, I appreciate you. Jacob, you're the man. I appreciate you. BC, what's going on? TJIF, that's right. Thank God it's Friday. PC with everything. BC, I appreciate you. Is that a new tornado warning storm that we just got up here? I think it is. I think it is another tornado warning storm. We have a lot of tornado warning storms. Let's see if we can get this guy down here.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna chance bailing into the ditch and wrecking, or are you going to just hit the obstacle and take it and at least not?
He must have just driven right through a tornado. This guy's heading toward me too. Oh, see, this is what's concerning. He's in dry air out ahead of this. This is going to be good inflow from these storms. Look at this. No rain, no nothing. He's in dry air out ahead of this. These are dangerous tornadoes, guys. You could get a tornado warning storm down here out near just to the north of Hot Springs Village as well. Morrilton, Arkansas. Let's get back to our MMRS. Again, we're watching these things beginning to fire up down here in Mississippi. It crashed while I tried to get it. Yeah. It keeps crashing. It's really frustrating. Radar Omega usually has no problems, guys. But when you have an event like this that has the potential to, be historic, there's always a chance that it's going to run slow. You have a lot of people using it because Radar Omega is a very good app. It's very good for this. Can you go over Illinois again? Yeah. Hold up. What was that? The one with the big hook echo on my velocity. Yeah. So, yes, this right here. Still saying only radar indicate it. But, again, there's not a lot going on down here. This looks very significant right here. So, this is something. Let's take a look at some of these different radars. What do we got now? Another tornado warning up to the north. Extended tornado warning here. This is still a strong tornado on the ground. He's still
Maybe I'll just
chasing
stop down here if there's a gas station.
Okay. Yeah, this is still a concerning looking down here, moving up to the northeast towards Melbourne. Again, let's take another look at this. You can still see this hook. I think this is an EF2 plus heading towards Mount Olive, Melbourne, Arkansas. I do. This could be a long track tornado. I'd worry about this up in Cherokee Village, Horseshoe Bend, even Pocahontas. I'd worry about this storm heading off to the east, Pocahontas, Arkansas, and Walnut Ridge. I'm just being honest. I think this could be a long track tornado. So that's something to watch out for. Tornado warnings all over the place. West Plains. This tornado has been on the ground heading up towards Winona, Missouri. Heading right up towards you guys. Sorry, let's get through these. This is all hail and strong winds. Even if you don't get a tornado from this, you're going to get hail and strong winds associated with this. Let's take a look at some of our velocity here with some of these storms. You've got tornado warnings heading up right towards St. Louis. I do still think he's right. I do still think this is rotation moving through Chesterfield up towards St. Charles. I think he's right, guys. Let's look at this. I think that's rotation. I think this is rotation in here. So I'd say Malin Heights, St. Charles, Florissant, get in a safe spot, bottom floor, interior of your home, in a basement. there's kind of running out of time here. So hopefully this is just rotation in the clouds, but I still think that is possibly a debris signature on the ground there. So it's really hard to tell, but I do think it is. Let's look at the wide spectrum with a little bit of turbulence there. So really quickly, let's take a look at this. There's a nice decent hail core there. Our velocity is hard to see. We have another tornado warning radar indicator headed up towards Canton, Illinois. Lewistown, Illinois. One heading up towards Chandlerville, Illinois as well. These things are popping up everywhere, guys. All right, let me answer these and I'll head back to chat again. Oregon, Missouri, Howell, Missouri, Shannon, Missouri, Carter, Missouri, Cass, Illinois, Mason, Illinois, Fulton, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Jefferson, Missouri, Franklin, Missouri, Calhoun, Lincoln, Missouri, Jersey, Illinois, St. Charles, Missouri, Stone, Arkansas, Izard and Baxter, Arkansas, Washington, Missouri. All these areas, all these areas need to be aware of what's going on around you. These are all tornado warnings, radar and observed. You're near Carroll Stream, Illinois. Are we going to get hit? You're going to have this Illinois. These storms are moving over the next probably 4 hours. They're going to be moving over your state before they push their way into Indiana. And then that's going to be pushing its way across Indiana until about 7 a.m. The more central and southern you are in these states, the bigger threat for strong tornadoes you have. Mountain View High Res has strong velocity. We can take another look at that. Yeah, I know. Look at this. It's crazy. I need to change what that is. Let's change this to radar settings. Give me a second, guys. Control panel, radar settings. There we go. Here's your miles per hour. Okay. So 100 mile per hour velocities heading towards Mount Olive and Melbourne. I don't know why that got switched back. What do we got? We got another extended tornado warning, I'm guessing. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. All right, chat. What's going on? Let's talk. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subs, guys. Almost 1,000. Almost 1,000 followers on TikTok. I appreciate it. What's going on over there on YouTube? I'll open that on my phone, guys. It crashed while I tried. Yeah. Oh yeah. I already read it. I think my chat needs to hold up. Let me go top chat and we refresh my chat on YouTube. There we go. Anything happening in Cincy? Again, Cincy, we're going to be watching probably as we push into the early hours tomorrow. I would say 6 to 10 a.m. I want to give you a wide range because this thing is still pretty far out to your west. But I would probably say this is going to be more of a, if I had to get it right, 9 a.m. type of event over in Cincinnati. You could get some EF2 plus. Pretty unlikely. I think if you get anything out here, you're not going to have as much CAPE out here. CAPE availability is going to kind of collapse as it pushes into central. Or your CAPE's going to collapse as it pushes into central Kentucky. But you could get some strong winds and decent hail out here in Cincinnati, possibly with one of these kind of squall line storms. We've just had another tornado warning extended directly over St. Louis Airport up towards Florissant, Wood River, Godfrey, Illinois. Is that in Illinois? Some of these are Godfrey, Illinois, Bethalto, Illinois, Wood River, Edwardsville. So we still have a tornado potentially on the ground moving through. God, this radar is in a terrible spot. When it goes directly over this, I hate this. Give me a second, guys. It's moving right through here. St. Charles, Maryland Heights, Ferguson. It's looking like this thing wants to go over St. Louis Airport. This thing might be just a rotating cloud now, but I hope it's not on the ground. But you should treat it like it is on the ground, because it may very well be. Let's get back into our reflectivity. You can see the rotation. I think this is on the ground, guys. Look at this. You can see the rotation right here, moving through Maryland Heights right now, about to pass over St. Louis Airport. About to pass over the airport. He had to stop at a gas station. Look at all that lightning. Let's take another look at this. Tennis ball size hail observes considerable damage. Still a strong tornado heading towards Winona, Van Buren, and Ellington, Missouri. This still looks like a very strong tornado heading straight towards Melbourne and Mount Olive. Probably moving over Mount Olive now and heading straight towards Melbourne, Arkansas as well. Just want to keep you guys updated. Can you look at storms for tomorrow in Oxford, Georgia? Sure. Give me 1 second. Northeast Tennessee's probably more likely to see QLCS tomorrow. Not as strong tornadoes, but you could see a strong tornado, so it's best to keep updated. Have alerts on. Okay, Davey TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I know. Except for people in the path of this are like, no, we hate this. User Turley perfectly. Hope. What's going on? Hope, I appreciate that. With the bow. Dad Daily, what's going on? Jacqueline, what's going on, guys? So yeah, we can go really quickly and take a look at models, HRRR. And let's fast forward this bad boy a little bit here. Here we go. Here's going through the night. Oh my God. Did we get another? Okay. Just severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings all over the place. Here we go. All right. We're moving forward in time. I need to stretch. Can I stretch, guys? I'll show you the timing of this real quick. Okay. Watch this squall line. Watch all this weather here. Okay. 10. We're already at 10. We're here. This is behind. So let's go. Well, 00Z is loading. That's fine. We'll start here. 11. This is midnight. Watch the down south crank up. Here comes our storms down south. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're in now we're in tomorrow afternoon, and here we have another surface low and trough ejection happening. This is actually our even bigger, much bigger threat than today is, which is crazy to say because today is a very severe threat. But this is when we get into that high that you never see, that 5 out of 5 risk. And as we push into from around 11 a.m. to around 4 p.m., here we go in Mississippi and Alabama and western to central Tennessee especially. You could see some more bad weather up pushing into Bowling Green and central Kentucky as well. And then we get into 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and it's moving into eastern Tennessee, western Georgia, and beginning to push its way into portions of Ohio and eastern Kentucky as well. And then as we get into the late evening and overnight, we start to see this enter and become more of a squall line heading into out towards the eastern seaboard, probably QLCS type of event where you could see EF0, EF1, maybe some EF2 tornadoes. We'll have to see, but a lot of wind, hail associated with this, but weaker tornadoes, hopefully. All right, guys, let me get up and stretch really quickly because my neck, everything hurts. Everything hurts, chat. Everything hurts, and I'm going to keep answering your questions. Yes, the wind that is happening back here is likely going to cause severe wildfires if they're not already started out there in Texas and Oklahoma. That's another concern. Ugh. Chat, if you've been watching me, you can stretch with me. I'll be your fitness instructor. Touch your toes. God, I'm getting old. Does that look like a good stretch to you guys? Does it look like I know what I'm doing? Woo! Jesus Christ. Like I know you were. I'm in Talladega County, Alabama. Should I evacuate 5 out of 5 as of now? It's hard. You never want to tell everyone in these areas to evacuate because even if you're in a high risk tornado outbreak, the odds of you getting hit by a tornado are still like 1 in 1,000. No, probably more than that. 1 in a million. It's if I had like a family friend who's outside of the high risk, I might consider going there, if it's not too bad of a drive. But really, if you stay up to date, you can get these warnings 30 to 45 minutes ahead of time, and you'll have time to get out of the way. So, Turley popping off. Turley, I appreciate you. What's going on, Turley? Minneapolis. Minneapolis has some weather moving into it right now, and you do have some special weather statements. Let's read it. Wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour and pea-size hail just to the south in south metropolitan Minneapolis. So around Shakopee, we're getting Shakopee, maybe out towards Burnsville. We're getting report gusts of 50 to 55 mile per hour winds and pea-size hail. Sure, that's what's going on out there. Okay, really quickly, let's take another look at this. Okay, I like when this says radar indicated, because that means hopefully no one's seeing this on the ground. And if this was on the ground, I think someone would report it going over St. Louis Airport. I think we have a circulating funnel cloud here, and I'm hoping the tornado's off the ground moving over St. Louis. I really hope so. Is anyone in St. Louis here? You don't see a tornado outside, right? Will be bad in Charlotte this weekend from these storms. You could have a little bit of issues Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you get a lot of breakage up over Appalachia down there, and you don't have to deal with any sort of significant tornadoes. Just in case, have extra bottled water and canned meats due to power outages. Correct. Lake is correct. Always good to have Lake in the chat. Whiteside County, Illinois, just got the destructive T-storm warning, 80 mile per hour winds. Whiteside County, Illinois. Yep. I mean, there's strong winds associated with these. I mean, you can see right here, this severe thunderstorm warning right here, damage threat is destructive. Destructive damage threat, 80 mile per hour plus winds. You could get category 2 wind gusts associated with this cell that's moving up towards Morrison and Sterling, Illinois, and Clinton. Is that Illinois or okay? That's Clinton, Clinton, Iowa. 80 mile per hour plus winds. They're classified as destructive winds. So even though, again, you're like, okay, this isn't a tornado, this can be just as damaging as a tornado. This is kind of those derecho type events where you have just an extremely strong downdraft, and it can cause a lot of damage. So again, I'd be safe. I'd be in a safe spot if I was up here in Clinton, Sterling, Dixon. That was a good call. Some of these severe thunderstorm warnings, thank you. And if any of you guys get some of those, because I have a lot to look at here, if any of you guys get some of those, call it out. But that was a good call. You see tons of severe thunderstorm warnings here, but this one is more dangerous than the rest of them. This is a damage threat. Destructive, winds 80 plus miles per hour. This is basically as strong as a severe thunderstorm warning gets. And this is heading up through Cambridge, Geneso. I'm probably going to say some of this stuff wrong. Don't laugh at me. Silvis, Kelowna, up towards Clinton, Morrison, Mount Carroll, Lanark, Savannah, Polo, Oregon, Sterling, Illinois. Some of that wasn't in Illinois. You're traveling to Columbus, Georgia tomorrow. There's going to be a little bit of a bad setup in Columbus, Georgia tomorrow for severe weather. I would say that it's a little sketchy. We just got an extended tornado warning observed. Tornado around Melbourne. Let's take a look at it. Tornado around Melbourne, Arkansas, heading out towards Cherokee Village and Horseshoe. Let's take a look at the... There we go. Velocity. This thing is strong. The velocities are running behind because I think a combination of radar damage and too many people using this app. Correlation coefficient. This is probably a tornado. This is a very tight circle, meaning I don't think this is hail. I think this is a debris field. When you have a tighter circulation in your correlation coefficient, all a correlation coefficient is you have a radar sending out, pew, 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 little radar signals, and the radar is bouncing off of what's supposed to be water droplets. When it starts bouncing off things that aren't the size of water droplets, okay, that's not correlating with the size that the radar is expecting. So this is your correlation coefficient. There's not a correlation here between the size of what the radar is supposed to be seeing and what the size is in here. This is either going to be hail, which is a different size than water droplets, or it's going to be debris. But when you have a tight correlation coefficient like this, that's probably going to be because of the tight spin of a tornado. This could be hail. See how it's much wider? This is probably a debris field from a tornado that's just to the west. It's probably, this is moving behind, probably just to the north of Melbourne right now, heading out towards Horseshoe Bend, Highland, Cherokee Village, Arkansas. I'm worried about this thing hooking. It looks like it. Look at that. You can see the spin. This is probably a strong tornado. Horseshoe Bend, Cherokee Village, Arkansas. If anyone's out there, get in a safe spot. Bottom floor, interior of your house, in a closet, in a basement. Please, right now. Thank you. Jake, up, what's poppin'? Turley, I appreciate it. Guys, I appreciate it. BC, what is going on? Crazy Hook by Arnold, Missouri. Let's take a look at it now. This is observed. Oh! Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. This thing hasn't been showing much, and it is now. Oh my gosh. Kyle, that was a good call. I'm hoping that's just a... Sometimes you see a hook and it's not actually associated with the inflow, but it could be this right here. Hold up. Let me take a couple looks at this before I call that. I think you're right, though. Let's look at wide spectrum with... Oh, yeah, look at this. You can see it on here. Look at this on the wide spectrum. Oh, my gosh. This guy is, like, on top of it. Wait. Is this guy's on top of this thing? And his thing... What is going on here? Why can't I pull him up? This is Radar Omega. Oh, my gosh. Look at this hook, guys. Oh my gosh. Heading out toward... This is heading directly towards... Just to the south of St. Louis. Cahokia. Guys, I can't pronounce this. Dupo. CPS. Whatever that airport is. Arlington. Centreville. Guys, just to the south of St. Louis Metropolitan. This is a major hook. One second, guys. I'm texting Matt. Okay. Okay. Hold up, guys. 10:34. This is a radar as of 10:34, so it's 10:38. So this is 4 minutes behind. Okay, sorry guys. I'm focused on this right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this guy hasn't been loading for a while. And it makes me nervous because this looks like an EF2, EF3 plus tornado that just went over his head. So I'm hoping everything's fine. I'm sure everything's fine with him. But this thing is headed directly. I mean, this thing could veer north. I'm very worried about this. And if anyone's in St. Louis, please get into an interior bottom floor indoors. We've been talking about St. Louis since earlier in the day, guys, and this is why. St. Louis is dead smack in the middle of this. This is a hook echo, and here's your inflow, guys. You see one of these? This thing has plenty of energy left. This is what gives you a long track tornado. You've got air boundaries that are mashing here, and you've got strong updrafts. Look at this hail core. You've got big hail that may be falling into Webster Groves, Richmond Heights, St. Louis soon. We're talking about, potentially baseball-sized hail. This is a major hook echo heading towards St. Louis. Looks like it's going to go just to the south into Cahokia. Someone can pronounce that for me. I need to focus on this for a second. Okay, I don't want to tell you what Matt told me. This is bad, okay? I'm just going to say it. This is bad. Take this. This is bad. Take this seriously. Radar Omega isn't loading. I'm going to close and I'm going to reopen. Give me a second. I know people are asking about Mississippi, all that type of stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Radar Omega's having... Look at this hook. Dupo, please, if you're in Dupo, get underground. Get into an interior. Get in a closet. Centreville, Washington Park, Fairview Heights. If you're anywhere near any of these areas, Bellevue, O'Fallon, Collinsville, St. Louis, Webster Grove, Columbia, this could be a EF2, EF3, EF4. Hopefully, this is probably at least an EF2. This could be an EF4. Get this. This is wide. This is powerful. You could see 200 plus mile per hour winds associated with this. Huge baseball size hail. Everyone here, St. Louis, Shokia, Fairview, O'Fallon, Collinsville, Bellevue. I know I'm saying some of this wrong. Dupo, Columbia, everyone, get into a safe spot. Bathtub with a mattress over your head, indoor, bottom floor, interior, closet. I'm telling you, this is bad. I'm going to talk about other stuff. What did Matt say? Oh, I'm not going to. It's bad. I'll summarize what he said. It's bad. Fairview Heights. Okay. This is partially Missouri, partially. So a lot of this is in Illinois. Right now, it's passing through. This is a major tornado. Major significant tornado. It's moving through Oakville. It's heading towards Dupo, Illinois. Cahokia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cahokia, Illinois. Centralville. Belleville. Fairview. O'Fallon. Lebanon. Collinsville. This is a major tornado right here, guys. Let's pull back up the correlation coefficient. Look at this. Look at these velocities. This thing is. Let me push in here. Oh, this isn't freaking loading. It's not loading correctly. This is huge, guys. This is huge. I don't even like looking at this. Okay. Really quickly. St. Louis, St. Charles, Madison, Macoupin, Jersey, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri. Let me see if I can find the one that this is headed towards. Can you guys see this here? Columbia, Illinois, Dupo, Cahokia, if that's how you pronounce it, St. Louis, Fairview Heights, Bellevue, Illinois, O'Fallon, Illinois, Collinsville, Illinois. And this thing might be long track, so I'm worried about this thing pushing out towards, a little bit farther out here in Greenville, Vandalia, Illinois as well. This is a huge, strong tornado. Cahokia, I'm saying it right? Okay. Sorry, I'm not focusing on other things right now because this is gigantic. Do we have him back up? This is a major hook echo. Jesus. 1 second, guys. Let me see what other look I can get at this. Here it is. Here it is. Let's see if I can get a better view. This is it right here. It's moving into Dupo right now over Columbia. This is okay. This looks. I mean, there's people. This is a city, but there's a lot going on out here. Fairview Heights. Anyone around Fairview Heights, Collinsville. This is moving just to the south of St. Louis. God, if this thing was 10 miles north, this would be going directly through downtown St. Louis. It still could affect southern portions. This is a strong, guys. This could be an EF3 right now on the ground. Or 4. I mean, probably. We'll see. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subs, guys. Thank you. Kyle, I appreciate you pointing this out. I was following this for a while and I wasn't seeing anything develop, but you were right. Thank you for calling that out. Sometimes it helps to have more eyes. All right. Let's see down here. Wow. Big signature down here as well. Melbourne. This just got extended as we were looking at it. Melbourne, Arkansas, out towards Horseshoe Bend and Cherokee Village. This just got extended. Huge velocities down here. Let's take a look at this. 81, 90 mile per hour velocities down here. Our reflectivity, they've got good inflow down there. So that's another concern. Let's take a look at our tornado warning here. Tennis ball size hail, observed tornado, considerable damage. These things are all over the place right now. Here's the velocity, but this is out ahead. So these radars aren't working perfectly correct. Let's take a look at this. It looks like our tornado is right here, heading just south of Winona, just to the northwest of Van Buren, heading towards Ellington, Missouri. Very strong tornado there as well. This is our strongest one that we have right now. And, ooh, does this shift north? I hope not. This could go right through southern St. Louis. This is it right here. This is moving like this, I hope. It looks like it might shift north. This is a strong tornado, guys. Our velocities aren't caught up. This is so frustrating. Look at this up here. Sometimes what happens, guys, when you get a strong tornado is you get multiple vortices. So you can have a tornado here, and then you can get vortices around it. So that's what's concerned, which are kind of like sub-tornadoes. Look at this thing. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, chat. $100 mph. Look at this thing. Cahokia, this thing's going right over you. Centerville, right over you. Get in a safe spot. Washington Park, Fairview Heights, Collinsville. Get in a safe spot. Jesus. All right, sorry. I'll start looking around a little bit, but this is just Elmhurst, Illinois. We got to get back to that in a second. Elmhurst, Illinois. You guys are probably fine up there. You could get EF1, EF0s. You could get some strong winds and hail. The likelihood that you get a severe EF2 plus tornado is pretty low up here. 5% or less probably. But we'll have to pay attention through the night because some of this instability will push to the north. All right, he's back up. Oh my God, this is a huge tornado going through south of St. Louis. Oh my God. Yeah, guys. Illinois, this is moving through over the next about 4 hours. We're seeing the worst of it, Springfield and south right now. Although, like I forget who pointed out earlier, we do have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning up here to the north heading towards Clinton. I believe that's Clinton, Iowa, Morrison, Illinois, Sterling, Illinois. This could produce 80-mile-per-hour plus winds. So they have this labeled as damage threat destructive. So some of these will produce damaging, very damaging winds without even having a tornado associated with them. We've got tornado chasers down here on this one too. I think it's
Tell what was going.
I think that might produce. Ooh, and there's dry air out ahead of that. That's not good. I need to get back into this real quick. This is observed. Oh my Lord. I'm worried because this looks like it's shifting north towards St. Louis. You can basically see the tornado, which is crazy on here. That's it. Right there. I don't want this thing to shift any farther north, because this is getting dangerously close to St. Louis, guys. Holy crap. This is going to break records around that area. Okay. Can you report on Robinson, Illinois, please? Sure. You guys are good for a while. Let's see if we take a look at our models. Convection, H-triple-R. Move this forward a little bit. Right around 1 or 2 a.m., this stuff's going to move through. You are in a hatched zone. So you are in and I believe this is an enhanced hatch. So 15% hatched. So you could see EF2 plus tornadoes in your area. You'll have the instability likely in the atmosphere. So I would say between 1, 2, 3 a.m., give or take 1 or 2 hours, because you never know, these storm systems slow down or speed up. But it's looking like we'll say 12 to 4 a.m. type of event for you. Again, on here, it looks more like a 2 a.m., but again, it could be earlier, it could be later. Have a way to get tornado warnings because you want to be woken up if one goes through your area, and it very well could. Hopefully it doesn't. Most likely it won't because the odds of you seeing or being in a tornado, even in a tornado outbreak, are very low. But it's best to be woken up if you do have a tornado going through your area. So that's the time frame out there towards Charleston, Robinson, Illinois. I can't stop looking at this thing, guys. It's tilting a little towards the north. This is what's concerning me. If you watch it, it's going like this. So let's hope it pulls back down to the south, because this thing is getting extremely close to a lot of populated areas in St. Louis. That's a big tornado going over southern St. Louis right now, guys. I don't know what else to say. We got an extended tornado warning just to the west of Piedmont and to the east of Ellington, Missouri, just to the southwest of Fredericktown, Missouri. And if we go and take a look at this is still an observed tornado with lime size hail. No surprise. We've got 125 mile per hour wind signatures on this bad boy. Take it seriously. Van Buren, Piedmont, Ellington, Desark, Annapolis, Fredericktown. Everyone, you need to be in a safe spot right now. These things are all over, guys. What's going on in the south? I'm surprised we haven't seen anything starting to pick up in the south. Here we go. Special weather statement. Here we go. Thunderstorm warning. We're going to start seeing this stuff pick up. We got severe thunderstorm warnings down here. This might end. We've got hail. This might end up turning into stuff down here towards Little Rock, and then out towards just the east of Texarkana. Another extended tornado warning. Here we go. This is an observed tornado. Let's get back down here and let's look at a little bit of our parameters. This is probably it back here, but this is probably a delay. So let's look at our correlation coefficient. Definitely hail. Do we have any spin on the radar? To me, it looks like this thing is right here. So this is heading up towards Van Buren. There's not many big cities in here, so it's hard to tell. Brawley, New Liberty, Arkansas. Oh my gosh. Tornado warning. New tornado warning. Is it? Wait, it was showing it, and then it went away. 1 second. Here we go. Updated tornado warning, our new tornado warning, or I think it's updated one just to the north and west of Little Rock. Oh my gosh, slow down warnings. Okay, that's another severe. This is your 80 mile per hour wind, possible damaging wind, Sterling all the way up towards Freeport, Illinois. Down here, tornado warning, just to the north and west of Arkansas. This looks like circulations, and it is moving off to the northeast towards Wooster, Greenbrier, Guy Conaway, and Rosebud, Arkansas. And we could have something here, so we'll have to see. This is where the rotation is, heading up towards Greenbrier, Arkansas. No, okay, here we go. Things are starting to fire up down here. Remember, guys, we talked about it. This is what we talked about, and it's starting to happen. Remember, we originally saw the squall line up here. Here it is. It's starting to extend now. Everything's starting to fire up down here to the south, exactly when it was supposed to. These are going to start turning into tornadoes probably eventually soon. We'll say that. You've got tons of good inflow out here ahead of this. You've got shear. You've got your low-level jet kicking in right now. So we're going to start to see probably what we're seeing up here start to line up down here. You can see these tornado warnings getting farther down to the south. We have one just to the northwest of Arkansas now, or Little Rock, Arkansas. This is a concerning look down here. Let's quickly take a look at this. Let's take a quick look at some of the velocities down here, or vorticities. All right, we're doing all right. All right. Information about that hook or whatever came through in Arnold, Missouri. Hit maybe a few miles from my house. Oh my gosh, Kyle. Not sure if it was on the ground or not, but I could hear hail. Yeah, let's take another look at this. What's going on in St. Louis? Okay, here we go. This is a major tornado that's moving through St. Louis right now. Just to the south of it. This is probably the center of circulation. This is St. Louis. So looking at the map, it looks like the population center is here. So this thing could be moving literally just south of where most people live. And I'm hoping that's correct. But this is still a strong tornado on the ground here, guys. Look at this. This is your tornado right here. This is St. Louis. This is live. This is heading over East St. Louis, Centerville, Washington Park, Collinsville, Fairview Heights, O'Fallon. I'm worried about all these areas. Look at some of these velocities in here. Over 100 miles per hour. Give me a second. I'm trying to get a little bit better of a look. It's this thing keeps shifting a little bit north. It's making me nervous. Here it is. It'd be right in here. This would be your rear flanking downdraft type setup. This is your inflow right here, and then the tornado would be usually right here. So the tornado looks like it's right to the west of Centerville. It's probably moving over Centerville right now. You said Alorton? I don't know how to pronounce that. You said that. I don't know how to pronounce that. Alorton, Centerville. Is anyone in St. Louis? Can anyone confirm? And I need, like, just to the west of Washington Park. Do we have anyone in St. Louis right now, or near south of St. Louis? Yeah, sorry. Carter, you're in St. Louis? Yes. Any of you experiencing any big hail down here? This looks like major hail on portions of St. Louis. You guys have... Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Okay, wow. Yep, it's here. Okay. Well, confirmed. Huge. Yes. Okay, yeah, because this is a massive hail core. This is a massive hail core, and I think we do have a tornado that's moving I think we have a tornado that's moving through Alorton. I'm probably not saying that right. Centerville. Allerton, Centralville, and that's about to move into Washington Park in Collinsville. Here's an updated radar. It looks like it's starting to fall apart, but not really. Let me see if I can get a better look at the reflectivity here, guys. The reflectivity is just... I mean, you can see this hooking in. Do you see this inflow? Look at this. This right here. Wow. Washington Park up towards... I mean, this is taking a little bit farther north of a track than they thought. So I'm worried about Edwardsville as well now. Southern Illinois University as well. I'm worried about that area as well. All right. So we know what's going on there. Get in a safe spot, please, right now. But we did... Obviously, I'm glad you guys confirmed that some of you guys are seeing these winds and hail there because that looks like a pretty serious event. What do we have up here? Radar indicated quarter size. Radar indicated tornado up here, just to the west of Mason City, Illinois. Still a tornado on the ground, potentially heading towards Greenbrier to the north and west of Little Rock, Arkansas. This is obviously some strong shear, so we could have that just to the north, just to the west of Conway, heading up towards Wooster, Greenbrier, Arkansas. Please keep updated about Edwardsville. Yeah. To me, it looks like this thing is going to pass just to the south of Edwardsville, but if I was in Edwardsville, I would be... Let me take a look at this again for you. If I was in Edwardsville, I'd be in a safe spot. The tornado looks like it's right around here. This is Edwardsville. It looking like it was moving this way. This thing has gone like this. So it's gone off track, and I'm worried about it continuing like that. These typically wobble. You'll typically see them wobble, come back, wobble, come back. But this has gone, you know, this has continued to go kind of northeast. My core, I appreciate the sub. Thank you for the sub, man. Dylan, I appreciate you. ZZ, Heaven, Aiden, Turley, Aiden. I don't know. Asian letters. User 870. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Chrissy, sorry if I miss any gifts, guys. I'm sorry about that. I will tell you that this thing is starting to get more sloppy, which is good. Okay, this thing looks like it's starting to fall apart, which is good. But I think we still could have a tornado on the ground. So Edwardsville, be in a safe spot. This is going to last about another 30 to 45 minutes until it's over. Slaughton, Pocahontas, Greenville, Illinois as well. Okay, new tornado warning to the southwest of Arkansas. Here we go. We're starting to get these things farther down to the south, guys. Curtis, I appreciate it. Curtis and Heather, I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you for the sub. Arkadelphia. You guys in your names down here. You got Texarkana, Arkadelphia. What is wrong with Arkansas and naming? Okay, but seriously though, this actually does look like we could have. This does look like rotation. Right. Okolona. Oh my God, your names. Okolona, Arkadelphia, and Texarkana. Okay. Okolona looks like we do have rotation over there. This might not be on the ground, but I think this is I think this is a funnel cloud, and it's heading right up towards Arkadelphia. I can't say that with a serious face. I live in Philadelphia. Arkadelphia, Caddo Valley, Friendship, Midway, and Donaldson. This could be on the ground soon. Plenty of good inflow down here. This is very clean air out ahead of this. Arkadelphia, Caddo Valley, Midway. Up towards Rockport, get in your safe spot right now because this could develop into something significant down there. These are starting to look more spicy out here too, guys. Look at these cells out here. You now have a special weather statement out here for Lake Providence. I think we're going to see some tornado watches and warnings here soon. I keep saying that, but you have your special weather statement. You have strong winds. Let me take one more look up here towards Edwardsville. We got another one. Oh my gosh, it's a nonstop guy. Oh, okay. Guys. Serious. Tornado emergency. These are the most rare, basically the most rare thing you can get weather-wise. Observed, lime size, hail, forget about that. Damage threat, catastrophic. There is an observed tornado on the ground that is doing catastrophic damage, being observed. Van Buren, Missouri, heading up towards Piedmont, Ellington, Missouri, Des Arc, Annapolis, Missouri. This is a tornado emergency. Okay, it does not get more dangerous than this. This is in all seriousness, guys. This is as dangerous as it gets. So Van Buren up towards Piedmont, Des Arc, Annapolis. This is a major tornado on the ground. This means we probably have a wedge tornado, EF3, EF4 or above. We don't know. I don't know if it's EF5. Major wedge tornado on the ground doing this is a catastrophic damage threat. Seriously, take this seriously. I don't make these warnings. This is a tornado emergency. Okay, there's no bigger danger threat than a tornado emergency. This is as high as it gets. There's nothing that's classified higher than this. Take this seriously. It's the same as a flash flood emergency. You'll have 24 of those a year. Tornado emergency, sometimes you'll have one a year. Not even. Okay, this is extremely dangerous. Take this seriously if you're in this area. I don't know if you know anyone in this area, and this is getting extended up to the northeast, and I think the tornado emergency will get extended up to the northeast, up towards Fredericktown. This is a long track tornado, so I know you don't see a tornado warning up there, but I'd keep an eye on this for now. I'd keep an eye on this. This is bad. This is a particularly dangerous situation. We call this a PDS. Take cover now. Again, tornado observed, damage threat catastrophic. Okay, take this seriously. Van Buren, this is south central Missouri, and this is what we were worried about with this system. Tornado emergencies, PDSs, particularly dangerous situations. We have the atmospheric instability for these type of events that are ultra rare. PDS tornado emergency is ultra rare. This is ultra rare. 1 second, guys. God. Please tell me there's not any. Oh, there's a little town right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you don't, fuck. There's nothing you can really do at this point. I mean, Van Buren needs to just. I hope everyone's sheltered or out of the way. Jeez, guys, this is not what you want to see. I love weather and I love extreme weather, but this is not what you want to see. Tornado emergencies are as ultra rare as severe weather gets. This is as dangerous as it can get. They're you can have an EF3 on the ground. Sometimes they won't put down a tornado emergency. This is very, very dangerous. It's not. I hope everyone in Van Buren's okay. I hope everyone out here to the northeast is taking this seriously. Annapolis, Des Arc, Piedmont, South Central Missouri. Give me a second, guys. It's going directly over Van Buren. It just got extended up. It's a little bit to the north now. Observed catastrophic again. This is going to move into Keeney Corner, Garwood. Des Arc, Annapolis, you're out in this tornado warning now. This is a massive wedge tornado. This is what, like, you talk about the Joplin or the the Joplin tornado. You talk about the Moore tornado. This is the type of event. So I hope everyone's safe there. Again, I'm just gonna say it one more time. Tornado emergency. This is a PDS, particular dangerous situation. Take cover now. Observed catastrophic damage threat. These are extremely rare to see. Extremely rare to see. That's not even. That doesn't even put it into perspective. Heading out towards Piedmont, Des Arc, Ellington, southern central Missouri, and out towards Annapolis, up towards Fredericktown. I'm hoping this thing burns out soon. So, anyways, okay, let's talk about these other things down here. We have more things going on. So, more tornado warnings down here to the south. Yeah, exactly, Fade. Tomorrow's supposed to be a worse day than today, and we have a tornado emergency today. One second, guys. That's just it's really sad. Because you see these towns down here and there's people here, and I'm hoping this is just going over mostly farmland, but it's honestly, if you understand the significance of this is a massive EF3, EF4 wedge tornado. This is flattening everything in its way. So it's a very, 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 very sad situation. It's just sad. Let's cover this down here. Okay. All right. So this is in southwestern Arkansas. This is in southwestern Arkansas. This looks slightly dangerous as well. It looks like you're wanting to get a hook echo down here. I hope this isn't another hook echo type of event. But we do have a radar indicated $50 size hail heading up towards Bodcaw, Ralston, Perrytown, Hope, Prescott, Gurdon, Arkansas. This one I see a lot of lightning in. That's concerning. Let's take a look at this. Heading towards Arkadelphia, Caddo Valley, Midway, and Rockport, Arkansas. Here it is. Strong. This is probably on the ground. If not, this is a strong funnel cloud that's about to put down a tornado. 108 mile per hour velocity winds. Radar indicated. That's strong. We might have something on the surface heading towards what do you guys call it? Arkadelphia down there. This looks like this is radar indicated. Both of these could have a tornado on the ground as well. One in Greer's Ferry heading out towards Concord, Arkansas, and this is heading out towards Batesville, Arkansas. I'd be in your safe spot if you're in Batesville, Southside, Arkansas, or Heber Springs. This is another significant observed considerable damage tornado. This one, they probably could have put a PDS on as well. This is heading directly towards Ravenden Springs, Arkansas. These are all over the place. Pocahontas. Like I said, this could spread out. Black Rock. Walnut Ridge, I'd watch out in Bowdoin. These things can move up and down. Hardly Highland, Cherokee Village. I think it's almost too late. This thing's kind of on top of you guys. I hope you're in a safe spot, bottom floor, interior of your home. This could kind of go. This could do a lot of things. Let me take one more look at this, guys. Again, if you just came in here, we have a tornado emergency, a PDS, particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Observe tornado. Damage threat catastrophic. This is the most significant severe weather risk you can get, and they're almost never happen. And this is heading up towards Piedmont, Ellington, and Frederick, Missouri. We still have a tornado, I think, on the ground potentially. This is on radar indicated and not. Okay, this is radar indicated now and not observed, which is good. What the heck? What the heck was that? Did you guys hear that? If you're in the path of these storms, please be ready. Did you? Oh, was that my phone? What the heck was that? Did you guys hear that? Why did that sound so weird? Okay, that sounded weird. Okay, another tornado warning just popped up right here. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is another dangerous potential tornado. Waterloo, heading out towards Bellevue, Mascota, Albers, Belize, Avidson, Carlisle. I can't pronounce these things. In Illinois. Right here. This is a massive hail core heading right back towards Fairview and O'Fallon and Belleville. This could be, let's take a look at some of these radars here. This is trying to spin up here. Let's look at our correlation coefficient. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Another tornado, significant tornado, looks like it's developing right here, heading out east towards Salem, Illinois, Sandoval, Central City, Centralia, Sandoval. Sorry, I want to talk about what's coming up, guys. I know you're asking questions on that, but these tornado warnings are popping up all over the place, and a lot of them are very dangerous looking. They're just nonstop. Little Rock, Arkansas, you're getting severe thunderstorm warnings all around you. One of those could produce a tornado, so be very careful. Still tornado warning up here towards Bloomington, Goodville, Delvin, Illinois. These are all over the place. I'm worried about Belleville, again, O'Fallon, Illinois, down here just to the south of St. Louis. Mascota, Albers, Belize, Illinois. There's just a lot going on, guys. Tornado emergency again, though. Hasn't moved much. We did have this tornado warning extended. So again, Fredericktown, Piedmont, Greenville, Marble Hill. We'll extend this out. Annapolis, Ellington. All these areas need to worry about this because this tornado emergency could be extended. Himbeering warning states. Yes. Catastrophic. Yes. Totally appreciate it, Samara. Dom. Can you tell me how Oxford, Mississippi and North Mississippi is going to be? It's going to be very dangerous tomorrow. So you're going to want to have a way tonight and tomorrow. You're going to want to have a way to have a tornado warning wake you up while you're sleeping. Radar Omega, AccuWeather, either of those you can set it up so that you'll get you can keep the app open and it'll bang, bang, if you're in a tornado warning like you hear in my stream. I mean you can literally plug your phone in. If I have this open, you'll hear it on here too. Same thing you're looking at. Let me show you. Right on here. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Everything's loading slow. Am I connected to the internet on this? I am. Okay. Tons of people are on Radar Omega because of this event, so it's running a little slow. I've actually never seen it run this bad, even during major events. But you can pull it up on your phone, same thing I'm looking at on the screen here, and it'll blast it in your ears if you're under a tornado warning. You can sign up for Code Red, get phone call. Yeah. Oxford, Mississippi, I signed up for Code Red, get phone call, text. That's good too. That's good too. This is Radar Omega. Radar Omega, guys. We have tons of tornado warnings all around here. Let me read off the list just so people know what's going on. Mason, Illinois, Kelburn, Arkansas, Stone, Arkansas, Independence, Arkansas. And if you're around any of these cities or counties, okay? If you're around them, pay attention. These are tornado warnings, observed and radar indicated. Reynolds, Missouri, Wayne, Missouri, Iron, Missouri, Clark, Arkansas, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Dallas, Arkansas, Randolph, Arkansas, Sharp, Arkansas, Lawrence, Arkansas, Fulton, Arkansas, Izzard, Arkansas, Claiborne, Arkansas. Have seen Arkansas, Nevada, Arkansas, Tazewell, Illinois, Bond, Illinois, Clinton, Illinois, Madison, Illinois, St. Clair, Illinois, Monroe, Illinois, Washington, Illinois, Madison, Illinois, Clinton, Illinois. I'm saying some of these twice because you're in multiple tornado warnings. Carter, Missouri, Reynolds, Missouri, Wayne, Missouri, and Ripley, Missouri. There's a lot going on. Tornado warnings all up and down this thing. This is performing like, unfortunately, we thought it might, guys. This is starting to look like a minor hook echo right here. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Not again. Oh my gosh, guys. Again, heading out towards Mescota. I don't know how to pronounce it. Alberts, Breeze, Illinois, Carlisle, Aviston, Belleville. This looks like another significant tornado heading out to the east here. This could produce some this could do some damage, okay? Do we have a tornado? Do they have a tornado on the ground? Let's see. Can't see much there. Okay. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Izzy, happy early. I appreciate you guys. How does Indiana look? Northern Indiana looks much safer than Central and Southern Indiana. Northern Indiana, you should be pretty safe. Southern Indiana, you got to get weather alerts. Do you think we have seen an EF4 tonight? Possibly fade. Possibly fade. There's been 2 major hook echoes that could have been an EF4. We'll have to see in a little bit. Remember, when they did the F1 through F5, the Fujita scale, they did it on basically what they thought the damage was as the tornado was going on. The enhanced Fujita scale assesses damage after the tornado has passed through. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Sorry, chat, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yes, prayers for Van Buren. Yep. Tornado. Okay, tornado emergencies lifted. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's our next biggest concern. What's going on, chat? Look at this thing. Again. Look at this inflow in here. This is another hook trying to become a hook. It was a hook. Belleville, same kind of area heading out here, Illinois, out towards Belleville, Muskota, New Baden, Germantown, Carlisle, Breeze, Trenton, Illinois, everywhere around it. Greenville, Pleasant Mound, everywhere around it. Still got a tornado on the ground heading towards Piedmont. Southern Missouri, Pocahontas, we still got a tornado potentially on the ground. Northern Arkansas heading east towards Pocahontas. Let's see what's going on here near Batesville. Look at these. Look at both of these guys. We've definitely got funnel clouds. These could be tornadoes on the ground heading towards east, towards Southside, Batesville, Arkansas. Trying to fly through these because we have so much going on. Still got a tornado on the ground. Radar indicated up here. This is probably a QLCS, though. Probably a weaker one, but it could be significant. Heading east towards Bloomington, Illinois. God, we got to fly through here. Okay. Down here, let's take a look at this. This looks decent. Nothing super damaging, but it could develop into something. There's a lot of clean air out ahead of this. Heading northeast towards Bluff City, Whalen Springs, Arkansas, above Bodcaw. And what's this place? Roston. And this one actually looks like it could be decent near Arkadelphia. Let's look at the latest on this. This looks like a pretty good signature here. Like we have a tornado just to the east of Gum Springs heading to the northeast towards Rockport and Benton, Arkansas, up towards Little Rock. You know, if this thing becomes serious, it could be long track towards Little Rock. So everyone should be preparing in these areas. All right. Woo. I can't imagine being in the way of this storm. I'm scared for the rest of the season. I know I don't want to be in the way of this. Fenton, Missouri. Okay. Fenton, Missouri. Well, I will tell you this right now. Let me go back in frames here. Fenton, Missouri. You said, check Fenton, Missouri. My mom hasn't been answering her phone. I'm sure she's fine. But let's look at the area. I want to see what this tornado did because it went around there. Come on, pull up. I'm so sick and tired of this. So right by near Sunset Hills. To the south of Des Press. Let me go and pull back in these frames and see what we can see. Give me 1 second. Pull me back in the frames. 1 second. So this was our tornado. This is our major tornado. Fenton is up here. Fenton's up here. Probably some big hail. Our tornado, EF3 potentially, or hopefully not more than that, was to the south of Fenton. We move forward in time. It looks like if your mom is in Fenton, do you know where your mom lives? It looks like if you're up here, you are perfectly fine. I'm worried about anyone who's in this region. If you know anyone in this region, this is the area. So, Fenton looks like it was spared there. So, I think you're good. I'm glad I looked that up that for you. Fenton looks like it was north of that. So, I think you're good. I think your mom's good. I think your mom's probably sleeping and needs to answer her phone. All right, good. I got nervous when I first saw that. I was like, that looks like maybe where that thing went over. But no, that thing went to the south there. You're chilling. You're chilling. Everything's okay. Everything Everything is okay. And I'm sure a lot of people, even in the path of that, are perfectly fine. They took the advice and they took shelter. All right. Yes. It hit in Arnold. Yes, it hit some areas. We're going to get damage reports, and I'm not looking forward to that. They're going to be bad, I think. 2 tornadoes, probably on the ground, right here, heading towards Batesville, Sulphur Rock, South Side, Concord. Everyone take shelter if you are in Arkansas, around that area. These are looking a little more juiced up now, heading up towards Wallen Springs, Bluff City, Chidester, Sparkman, Arkansas, and up towards Marvin and Rockport, Arkansas as well. Let's take one more look at these, and then I'm just going to get to a general chat for a little bit with you guys to answer your questions. Izzy, Samantha Turley, appreciate you guys. Appreciate any of the subs or follows, guys. Thank you, seriously. But let's keep talking about this. Let me just get into the latest of this, make sure everything is safe here. These are radar indicated, not observed now, which is good. This is my worry one right here. This is my worry one right here, just to the south of Fairview Heights and O'Fallon in Illinois, moving off to the northeast near towards Carlisle and Breeze. So, potentially Greenville, Pleasant Mountain as well. All right, chat. What's going on? I gotta take this off for a second. I'm hearing too many warnings. Watches and warnings. Yes, have your local weather on as well. I agree. Because I'm trying to cover everywhere. Your local weather is talking about exactly what's happening near you. Winds are really bad in Chicago. Yeah, they're going to intensify as the night goes on. Is it going to tail up towards Indiana? Yes, it will. Central to southern Indiana is probably going to see the worst of it. Southern Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, out towards Vincennes, down towards Evansville, Seymour, maybe Bloomington, Columbus, Indiana, and south. That's where we could have enough CAPE to produce some pretty strong tornadoes, so we got to pay attention there overnight. That's going to be a 1 to 7 a.m. event through most of Indiana. Will we be on for Dixie Alley? I have photos I have to take tomorrow, maternity photos of my wife, which is going to be like between 2 and 4. So I'm going to try to be on earlier in the day, but I'm going to be on and off during the day, and I'm going to be off between like 1 and 4, which is frustrating with this type of an event, but I've got obligations with family. But I'm going to be posting a video in the morning with updates on this stuff. And I'm going to be live in the morning probably and through around 11, 12, 1 o'clock. So Yali, I appreciate you, Dom. What's going on? Yeah, guys, Illinois, this is headed right towards central Illinois right now. You've got a tornado warning pushing out towards Bloomington, Illinois. Be aware of that. One heading up towards Taylorville, Springfield area. I'd be aware of that. And 2 more possibly significant ones heading out towards Greenville, Vidalia, Effingham. This could I'd watch out for that as well. We have another tornado warning. Festus. Missouri heading into out towards Belleville again. God, there's just so many tornadoes ripping through this area. You can see all these crazy velocities in here. I think they should have put a high. I think they should have put a high risk on here, if I'm being honest, guys. Seeing what we're seeing. I really do. Let me look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Okay. Yeah, Russ. They probably should have. We've already seen multiple SIG tours out of this, so. There have been, y'all said there have been at least 17 tornadoes stretching from Texarkana, St. Louis. And yeah, we've seen SIG tours and we've seen PDS. Tornado emergency. This should have been a high, and we were talking about that earlier in the day. Hi. I had a friend tell me there was a damage report of a house being slabbed and a car tossed into a field. I could see that with some of these. I can't imagine. Another tornado warning in Jefferson County, Missouri. I know they're popping up all over the place. Let me pull this up for a second so you guys can see where these are. I need to give my head a rest for a second. You can see can you guys read this blue area? These are our counties and cities under tornado warnings. Can you guys read these blue areas? I need to give my voice and my head a second. I haven't stopped talking and doing this for about 3 hours straight now. I just need to give myself a second. Hannah, no problem. I just need to give myself give me like 60 seconds and then we'll get back into this. Yeah. Well, we currently have 13 ongoing tornado warnings. Memphis is under tornado watch, very early morning severe weather. Here we go. Our first severe thunderstorm warning in Mississippi. Our event is beginning in Mississippi. Okay, guys? We've now got Missouri involved, Illinois involved, portions of Iowa, southwestern Wisconsin. Tennessee's about to be involved. Arkansas is involved. We're going to see some of this moving into Louisiana as well. Okay, I'm about to start up again. Let me just let my head rest for one more second. I've got a headache. Minnesota's looking good right now. Yeah, Minnesota's looking fine. No damaging weather through there. St. Cloud, you've got a special weather statement. St. Cloud and surrounding areas. Strong pea-size hail, 50 plus mile per hour winds or gusts are possible. All right, guys. I think I need to put my glasses on because my glasses are... that's hurting my eyes probably too. Okay. But I need my headphones. I need to hear this stuff. Okay, guys. Are you guys ready? Let's get back into this. Oh. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's do this. I'm back. I'm back up. I'm back ready to go. Connor tornado, Cushman, Arkansas. It's been confirmed. It's on the radar. I know they're everywhere. I know. Let's go through each of our tornado warnings we have on the ground right now, okay? And then we're going to go through each of these tornado warnings we have on the ground, who they could affect, and then we're going to go into what's going to happen in the overnight hours. Let's start up north. We're in Illinois. Tornado warning. Radar indicated quarter-size hail. And this is heading towards Bloomington, Illinois. It's heading out east. Okay, let's look at the radar. It's messy. This is probably not a super strong tornado. It's probably a QLCS type tornado, EF0 to EF1, but it could still do significant damage, so I would be very prepared for that. We have another tornado right down here to the south, and definitely a hail core here. Again, not a major-looking tornado, but this could do some damage heading up towards potentially Springfield, although I don't think Springfield's going to get involved in this. I think this is heading up more towards Taylorville, Pawnee, Oklahoma, and I can't get a break. We have more. Where is it? Another tornado warning up to the north of Pocahontas. All right, we'll get down there. Tornado warning out towards Greenville, Illinois, heading out towards Vandalia. And let's take a look at this. This could be more of one of our more significant tornadoes. Some good rotation here. I would treat this pretty seriously if you're in Greenville, Pleasant Mountain, out towards Vandalia, Ramsey, St. Elo, and all the way out towards Effingham. These are heading in that direction. This looks serious as well. Big hail, gorilla hail is possible here. Baseball size hail or above, heading out towards Breeze, Evanston, Pocahontas. There's multiple Pocahonases. Pocahontas, Illinois, Greenville, Pleasant Mountain. This may be a tornado on the ground about to go through Summerfield, Trenton, and Evanston, Illinois. This may be a tornado on the ground about to go to those areas. Take this seriously. Get into the most interior area of your home, bottom floor, closet, or in a storm shelter. Out here, we have another tornado warning. Waterloo, Festus moving up towards the northeast towards Waterloo, Illinois. And let's take a look at this one. Tons of velocity here. This is going to be hail. There's decent inflow. We'll have to see. This is probably going to be more like a QLCS, but you could get a decent tornado out of this one as well. Down here, Radar indicated damage threat considerable. This is just to the northeast of Piedmont. Desark. This is the one that gave us our tornado emergency, so this one needs to be taken extremely seriously. Radar is a little bit messed up. I think some radars got a little screwed. Got a little damage as this thing moved forward. But this is heading up again towards Fredericktown, Piedmont, Desark, and Annapolis area. There's just a lot of instability in the air above you right now. I can't see a solid tornado on the ground anymore. It's starting to get messed up. But you want to assume there's one there for another at least 30 to 40 minutes as this thing moves off to the east. Observed tornado on the ground heading to the east in southern central Missouri out towards Doniphan and Naylor. This one looks bad down here. We need to talk about that. This could be significant heading up towards Maynard and Doniphan. Maynard, Arkansas, and Doniphan, Missouri. And it looks like it's just around or to the north of Revenden Springs, Arkansas. This is probably on the ground. Moving to the northeast, we have a tornado chaser down here as well. Here we go. These two, he's probably heading towards these two, these cells. Strong velocities in here, 101 miles per hour. Let's see if we have a correlation coefficient in here. A little bit of one back here. This one looks like a tornado is about to move through Crushman up towards Strawberry and Smithville, Arkansas. Strawberry and Smithville, Arkansas. This is all in Arkansas right here. Moving farther down to the south. Still have a tornado warning just out to the east of Hope, Arkansas. And this one, let's take a look at it. This is probably on the surface. We'll see that's a rotating funnel cloud for sure. This one looks like a very, very clean setup with potentially an inflow that's trying to kick in right here. So I'm worried a little bit about this one as well. This is heading up to the northeast. Severe thunderstorm warning, extend it up through Sheridan, Arkansas as well, out towards Renfield, Arkansas. Okay, we have a severe thunderstorm warning down here, and this could produce a tornado down here in Mississippi, right to the south of Indianola and Leyland and Greenville, Mississippi. Let's take a look at this. Do we have any rotation? A little bit. There's a little bit. High velocity, slight rotation with this storm as well. So that's something to watch. We have tornado chasers grouped up around Jackson and up here as well, because they're expecting an event to pop off tonight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Okay. So with that being said, before I get back to chat, what is going to happen tonight? What's the danger? What is going on? First, let's go over the timeline. Let's go into our 00Z. Okay, here we go. So as we push out, this is moving into eastern Illinois as we get into 1 a.m. And this is moving into western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and western Mississippi around 1 a.m., although we're already starting to see things crank up. This moves through western Kentucky, western to central Tennessee, and Mississippi, really between 1 and 6 a.m. But Mississippi, Tennessee, a lot of areas of Kentucky, Alabama, you're not done. You're going to have a second event. Then this moves through Ohio, eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee as we push into the early morning and afternoon hours of tomorrow. Then we have a low, another surface low develop down here and eject out into the northeast. This is where we have our high threat and even more dangerous threat, believe it or not, and even more dangerous threat than we have today. From really eastern and southern Louisiana up through central Mississippi and Alabama, where we have a high threat. This means EF4, EF5 long track tornadoes are possible. But let me show you really quickly if we look at the severe threat, tornado threat, and let's fix the settings here so you can see this. Anyone in this black? Anyone in this black down here? It should be showing pink and red and whatever, but it's messing up. Everyone here could see an EF2 plus. There could be an EF2 plus long track tornado anywhere in this zone here. Anywhere in this zone. This is where we have our highest instability. This is what we call a hatch zone, 10% or above. Chance of a EF2 plus tornado. Hatched risk, meaning those tornadoes could be severe, SIGTORs, so significant tornadoes. This is tomorrow. So we have another round, and a lot of these areas are going to see the severe weather tonight and then tomorrow as well. So it's going to be 2 rounds of it. So with that being said, let's push back into here, and I'll take some more questions from chat. How bad do you think Middle Tennessee will get? Similar to what's happening tonight. No, I don't expect it to be as bad as what's happening tonight, because you just have a lot more, your dew points, you have a lot more moisture availability here, a lot more buoyancy because of your cape out here. You're going to have high velocity shear out here, but you're not going to have, and probably a pretty significant amount of SRH, which is storm relative helicity, but you're not going to have the cape values high enough out here in central Tennessee. But you could get SIG-TORs out there still, EF2 plus tornadoes. It's just not going to be as likely, and you probably won't see these like crazy hook echoes. Not impossible, so pay attention, but not as likely. All right, extended tornado warning through Fredericktown. This is what we were talking about. Tornado observed, quarter-size hail, and considerable damage threat. Here's the tornado right now. Heading up to the northeast towards Fredericktown. Get in a safe spot, bottom floor of your house, interior closet, bathtub with something over your head, or a storm shelter. That is what I would do. If you got storm chasers just out to your northeast chasing this. If you don't believe me, there's a tornado there. Okay. Tornado warning just to the north of Little Rock. Let's take a look at this. Radar indicate it really quickly. Okay, this looks like a pretty clean one. This radar sucks. Let's see if we can get a good view here. A little bit of a concerning look heading out towards Ward, Arkansas, Cabot, Beebe, and Villanova. Villonia. That's concerning. So I would pay attention to that. If anyone in that area, we've got an extended tornado warning down here in the southeast, heading up towards Sparkman, Arkansas. Again, this is the one I was watching the inflow. This looks like looks like maybe a tornado on the ground. There's some good inflow when you look at the composite reflectivity here. So here we go. Some good inflow trying to get in, trying to spin this thing up here. Bluff City. And Wayland Springs, Arkansas, I would get into a safe spot. Memphis, Tennessee, hour or two, you could see SIG-TOR potential through your area. So have a way to get woken up with tornado warnings, please. Let me actually show you guys something. Give me 1 second. If you go on your cell phone, you can enable, I think it's emergency alerts if you have an iPhone. Does anyone know how to do that? Which will actually wake you up. Let me see. Oh, here, a nationwide text emergency alert system called Wireless Emergency Alerts, which will warn you. Okay. So I just want to make sure people understand this. Here, let me do it. Let me do it in my phone really quickly, guys. Give me 1 second. One second, chat. There should be a way. You're doing great. Thanks, Michaela. Chicago, you guys should be good. We'll talk about that in a second. I got you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. We'll talk about that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. Almost done. Okay, here we go. Guys, go into your settings on your iPhone, okay? If you need to get alerts overnight, you want to be woken up, there's a tornado warning. Go into your settings. Okay? Boom, settings. And then you're going to want to go into Notifications. Notifications. Okay, this is like, come on, focus. Notifications. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see this. Oh, wait, can you guys see it? Amber alerts, emergency alerts. I have see public safety alerts. Turn emergency alerts on and public safety alerts. Now, if I were to be in a tornado warning, my phone's going to wake me up. Alrighty? I would also download Radar Omega or AccuWeather and turn it on there too in case it doesn't work, but it usually works. Yes, thank you, Ivana. Ivana. Thank you. Okay. Please. I hate these overnight tornado events. Okay, we have an extended tornado warning. Extended tornado warning east of Batesville, Arkansas, guys. Extended tornado warning east of Batesville, Arkansas. Let's take a look at this. Definitely a signature here. You can see it more on the composite reflectivity than you can see it here, but what's going on up here? Maynard heading up towards Naylor, Missouri. Definitely a huge signature there. Let's take a look at some of these. I get in your safe spot if you're up here. Look at this. Tornado possible. 7-mile-per-hour winds, damage unconsiderable. I think there may be a tornado on the ground up here. We'll have to see. Greenville, Pleasant Mount, get in a safe spot. Ramsey, Vandalia, Illinois. Again, up here towards Sandoval, Centralia, Salem, Illinois. I'm probably pronouncing some of these wrongs, but I'm trying to do it quick. But there's a lot going on. We still have an observed tornado heading towards Doniphan, Missouri, and just to the north of Pocahontas, Arkansas. Radar indicated tornado, which I think might be on the ground, heading towards Swifton, Arkansas. And we have an observed tornado on the ground heading up towards Strawberry and Smithsville, Arkansas. Radar indicated quarter-size tornado, quarter-size hail, and a tornado. Radar indicated tornado heading up towards Beebe and Ward and Searcy and Bald Knob, Arkansas. And then we also have, this looks to me, this says radar indicated, but this looks to me like we do have a decent tornado on the ground here. Maybe actually a significant one. This looks like a significant one heading up towards Sheridan, Arkansas. And Bluff City, let's get another look on this one. I want to keep you guys as updated as I can. This is probably on the ground as well, heading up towards Bluff City. Does anyone have a count of how many tornadoes we've had tonight? Man. Smart of them to extend this moderate down to the south. What is going on here? We have high velocities in Mississippi. Is this could be something. These guys are waiting.
That's CG chat.
They're waiting for that to develop down to the south. Western Kentucky, as we get into midnight tonight, really as we get into 1 a.m., 2 a.m. tonight, these storms are going to start pushing in. I guess for you guys, it would be more midnight. Midnight to 1 a.m. Ash, Samantha, what's going on? Rainbow, Priscilla, Misty, Promo, Turley, Venom. I missed some of these. Poopa, Samantha, Matt, what's going on? I appreciate you guys. Sorry if I missed any of those gifts, guys. I'm sorry about that. I appreciate the follows, appreciate the subs, guys. Anyone who's in here with me. Yes, Chicago. We were going to talk about Chicago. Listen, no major threats up here in Chicago. If anything, up in Chicago, you could experience some hail and some very strong winds. Hurricane force gust winds. Could you get a tornado up here in and around Chicago? Yes. If you did, it would probably be EF0, EF1. Could you get an EF2? Yes, probably 5% or less is your chance. But this is going to be moving into Chicago within the suburbs of Chicago within the next couple of hours, 2 hours. You're going to start seeing this pushing into Aurora, Joliet, Crystal Lake, all these areas out here, suburbs. And you're guaranteed to have some very strong winds and hail with some of these. Some areas in the Chicago suburbs are guaranteed to get some strong winds and hail. There may be 1 or 2 tornadoes that cross through up here. We're not sure where. We're not expecting them to be these extremely damaging tornadoes. But it's best to stay alert because we still have tornado warnings. We have severe thunderstorm warnings all the way up past north of Madison, Wisconsin. So clearly we have some good instability all the way up here. So here's our instability. It's pretty high. All right. What type of severe weather, if any, would happen in Bucks County? QLCS tornadoes are possible in Bucks County, EF0 to EF1, strong winds and small hail. I've heard reports the Chicagoland area storm has strengthened and winds are picking up and the storm is going to intensify by the time it hits the area. We're reporting gusts of possible tornadoes. You can see the severe thunderstorm warning right just to the west of Peru, Illinois. Tornado possible. 3/4 inch hail. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, considerable damage. So, you do have the potential for tornadoes in this, and these are headed up in this direction. Hail and wind is already associated with them. So, you got to stay up to date. Your SIGTORs, significant tornadoes, EF2+, are likely to be down here. But doesn't mean that these can't do damage up here and that these are insignificant, because these are significant. This is more of an average severe day where you could get bad storms, right? This on an average day would be like, this is very bad. But you have such horrible stuff going on down here, it makes everything else look less significant, but this is all significant. Winds in Chicago, specifically Cook County, are very loud right now and picking up. They're going to continue to pick up. You've got a 974, 76 millibar central low, kind of major overland cyclone spitting off to your west. Mid-Tennessee, worse tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow, oh man, that's hard because tomorrow really early in the morning, around 6 a.m., Middle Tennessee could get really bad. But then you have another round of storms. That surface low cranks up a little bit after it. Starts cranking up at around the afternoon hours, like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it could get worse there depending on how much. If you get a lot of rainfall from that first event super early in the morning tomorrow morning, that could cool the air, cool the atmosphere a little bit and reduce some of the instability for the afternoon event. And I hope that happens. Another tornado warning, and I'm not getting freaking sirens. Okay, tornado warning. Heading out towards Newport, up towards Jonesboro, Arkansas. Guys, these just keep coming. So let's take a look at this really quickly. Let's dive in here. I might need to get off here in a little bit. I've been going. I streamed earlier, got off, got back on. I've done like 4 or 5 hours of streaming today overall. It's getting a little tiring. And that's not all I did today. I had a very active day outside of it. If this was all I did, I'd probably be able to keep going. But I did a lot of other stuff outside of this. It's been a long day. I woke up really. So, okay. So let's get into, and I want to be able to get up early tomorrow and stream too, because this event is probably going to be worse tomorrow. Believe it or not, and it's hard to believe you could get something worse than this. Okay, we've definitely got some rotation down here. Let's go to our reflectivity. Good inflow. There's potential here. You're starting to see this rotation with the reflectivity. So Pleasant Plains, Newport, Tuckerman, up towards Swift and Cache, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Pay attention to that. We still got these storms really. This is an observed tornado up here. This is an observed tornado. This one looks pretty decent. Still heading up towards Strawberry Lynn, Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, and Black Rock, Arkansas. This looks very strong as well. Heading out towards Naylor, Missouri. Again, right out to the west of Pine Bluff. This is probably on the ground. Might be a funnel cloud. But Sheridan, I'd take shelter. Let's take another look at this down here. I just want to get an update on all these for you guys. This, to me, definitely a funnel cloud, probably on the ground, heading out towards Bluff City, Arkansas. Extended tornado warning. This storm up here is cranking. This is a dangerous situation here, guys. Out towards Pleasant Mound, just to the south of Pocahontas. You probably have hail moving into Pocahontas and Grieveville very soon. Van Dahlia out towards St. Elmo. Guys, this thing is pushing out towards Effingham still. That's why I'm saying this is one of these tornadoes out here are long track in Illinois. These are long track in Illinois. And you still have the potential down here in Belleville and Muskota, although you're getting some rain cooled air out ahead of this. I think this could help cure some of that instability. This looks like, okay, they just, oh my God. I was going to say, they just closed that out. We got chasers down here.
Camera just crap out on us finally, so didn't really know what.
This is down here in Mississippi.
But
woo! All right, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna do a speed round, answering as many questions as I can, and then I gotta get off. I'm getting really tired, and I want to do this tomorrow too, as well. So potentially very early in the morning. Okay, so let me answer some questions, and then I'm gonna go to bed and get up early. Clarksville, Tennessee. Listen, Tennessee is gonna be an all-day event tomorrow. Western Tennessee, it's gonna be super early in the morning. Next few hours, next couple hours. That's going to move out. That bad weather is going to move through Central Tennessee. Then you're going to have that surface slow push up and eject through Central and Eastern Tennessee later in the day. You could see strong tornadoes really anywhere in Tennessee. Central Western looks a little bit more significant. Indiana, again, anywhere in Indiana. Central to northern Indiana looks a little more safe. Could still get tornadoes, strong hail, or big hail, strong winds. We're worried about SIG-TOR, significant tornadoes in southern Indiana, really between 1 to 6 a.m. tonight. Tomorrow night. We just got an extension on this tornado warning really quickly. Down here in southern central Ohio. This is extended out towards Fordyce. You've got this pointing at Point Bluff right now, or Pine Bluff right now. So I'd watch out for that in Arkansas. And if we take another look at this, why did this get extended? Let's take a look at the high-res reflectivity. This thing is starting to curl up here. You can see it. Let's look at our velocity. There it is, same spot. So makes sense. They should extend that tornado warning. Again, this area up here is just pumping. I'm worried about Vandalia, Effingham, Greenville. Get in a safe spot right now. Get in a safe spot. What website is this? This is Pivotal. This is Pivotal. Sorry, this isn't Pivotal. This is Radar Omega. Radar Omega. Van Buren no longer visible on Google Earth. Don't say that. We don't want to see that. Yes, this is Radar Omega. This is Radar Omega. Georgia's going to be a late tomorrow night and into early Saturday morning or Sunday morning thing, but tomorrow evening. Florida tomorrow. Yeah, Panhandle's going to have the chance for the most significant tornadoes, but you could get some strong tornadoes potentially down in the central Florida as well. Just got to keep up to date. Yeah. Look at this right to the south and east of Texarkana. I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Your dry line, you get this dry air into the moist air, and that causes tornadoes the same way that warm and cold air interaction can. BC TGIF times 10. I appreciate you. Yali with the cowboy hat. I wonder if I was too close. I appreciate you, Yali. Sorry, anyone else who gifted, followed, subbed. I appreciate all of you. I do need to. Man, I'm tired and I want to get up and I want to be able to make a video early in the morning and talk about this with you guys tomorrow because tomorrow's event's going to be even more significant. Again, observed tornado, considerable damage, hail. This just got extended. Heading out east towards Bernie and Bloomfield and Sykeston, Missouri. So take this seriously. Again, really quickly before I get off, I need to show you guys. Everyone needs to understand where these tornado warnings are right now. Bond, Illinois, Clinton, Illinois, Madison, Illinois, St. Clair, Illinois, Washington, Illinois, Randolph, Arkansas, Ripley, Missouri, Nevada, Arkansas, Lawrence, Arkansas, Sharp, Arkansas. If you're anywhere around these areas too, yeah, Randolph, Arkansas, Madison, Missouri. I'm going to repeat some because some are in multiple tornado warnings. Grand, Arkansas, Hot Spring, Arkansas, Wayne, Missouri, White, Arkansas, Jackson, Arkansas, Independence, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Illinois, Marion, Illinois, Bond, Illinois, Clinton, Illinois, Nevada, Arkansas, Clark, Arkansas, Ochita, Arkansas, I can't pronounce it. Dallas, Arkansas, Butler, Missouri, Ripley, Missouri. These are observed or radar indicated tornadoes. These are moving east and will be entering into Mississippi, Western Tennessee, Western Kentucky, and eventually into Indiana very early into the morning hours. I got to go to bed because I got to wake up tomorrow and give you guys, post another update on all this. And tomorrow this is significant, but it's going to be even more significant tomorrow morning. Mesomat is going to be live streaming tonight and tomorrow. He's probably still live streaming. MESOMATT. MESOMATT. Mesomat. MESOMATT. I appreciate you guys. If you want to go hop in there, he'll be covering this as well. Max Velocity is a great person to watch too. Ryan Hall, y'all. All these people know what they're talking about. You guys are awesome. I'll be back on tomorrow covering this. Everyone have a safe night. Stay weather alert. Turn your weather alerts on your phone. Go into settings, notifications. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Government alerts. Make sure they're on. Make sure you can see there where you can turn on your alerts. All right.